Folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Zeku Kene. With me today is my colleague, Mr. Johnson Maybon Kula, who is making things possible there in Liberia. Speaking of our Truth FM 96.1, we want to take this time to welcome all of you to SKTV to another thought provocative but yet stimulating conversation. Today is going to be open mic. It is open mic. It is what's on your mind, and you know when it is open mic, it can go viral because we do not restrict people when it comes to what they want to talk about. We do not tell you what to talk about. We do not restrict you. We do not censor your opinion. You can talk about anything you want to talk about, whether it's politics, social, economic, whether it's your personal issue, concern that you want to put in public, let us know. We will talk about it. The only thing we ask all of you to remain calm, remain safe, remain respectful, and just make sure you stay within the confines of this platform and that of our Truth FM 96.1, which is issue, issue only. Sometimes in discussing the issue, we discuss people, but for the most part, public figures, and those are expected. We just have to be mindful what to say and how to say it, so that we can come across someone of being insulted or disrespected somehow, some ways. You know, there is something called the way your right end could be the beginning of someone else's right.
hmm
We think that freedom of speech, you can say anything you want to say, but it is also clearly stipulated in the Constitution that freedom of speech is your fundamental right. However, you will be held liable, responsible for what you say thereof. So there's nothing wrong with speaking your mind, speaking the truth. But just make sure you are not crossing or violating other person's speech or their fundamental right as well. I want to take this time to recognize a few people, at least those of you who have said something on the live feed right here. And those of you watching on YouTube, I don't see you, but I want to recognize all of you. And those of you listening to us on Truth FM 96.1, want to recognize you. And those of you watching on Twitter, Instagram, or or you are watching right here on the SKTV LIB, want to say thank you to all of you. I want to take this time to recognize Lucretia Gibson. Welcome to SKTV. Elizabeth Bowen, Mark Sonkale, welcome to SKTV. Zola Wesley, welcome to SKTV. Alexander Boniface, Emmanuel Hicks, welcome to SKTV. James Davis, Yvonne Adibi, welcome to SKTV. Yvonne Eo, welcome to SKTV. Jeremiah Kulea, welcome to SKTV from all the way Sano County. Ruth Rudolph Perry, welcome to SKTV. Erin Crow, my brother, welcome to SKTV. Asata Dosen, welcome to SKTV. Ali Donzo, Felicia Johnson, Sam Friend, welcome to SKTV. Joseph Benda, Justina Tue, welcome to SKTV. Reed Dwyer, welcome to SKTV. Lovely Pierre Perry. And Majigbe Baba Son Kamara, welcome to SKTV. I want to take this time to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV, and those of you who are yet to share the show, please go ahead and do so right away. Maybe today is going to be what's on your mind. At the same time, we will recap some of the things we talked about yesterday. Unfortunately, our people in Liberia who can only listen to us on the radio, they didn't get some of the information we shared yesterday. They didn't have the time to participate yesterday in a very, very informative and important conversation. So we want to make sure at least we somehow revisit some of the conversation yesterday so they can also be aware about some of the information we shared yesterday. On top of that, we were also informed that the vice president actual location yesterday, as of today, where we were told yesterday that the vice president was in Nigeria, blah blah blah. So we were given a different location today, and we will also talk about that down the line. However, let me start by saying what is on your mind, Melbourne, before we. Or do you want us to play the music to share the show first, or you want us to?
Yes, I think sir, today we have what's on your mind. I think it will be good that we share the show a little bit. Maybe we can go to the music break, at least, so that.
All right, let's play SKTV music. Saying SKTV is the best in Liberia.
Yes,
SKTV is the best. I know some people they can't stomach to hear that. We heard them when they say SKTV the best in Liberia, which is not anything more than the truth. It's just the truth. It's just a fact. SKTV is just the best. We are not trying to beat our own trumpet here, but SKTV is noted for being the best in the country simply because of where we stand, how we report, and what we report. The level of integrity and honesty that is attached with our reporting. And that's why people love SKTV. Share the show, folks. Share the show, everybody. And yesterday, just in case you missed it, anybody that missed it yesterday, we will hear, we started the fundraiser yesterday about the transmitter. We did very well with it, but we did not get to our target yet. Our goal is $4,000, and we were able to get about $1,170 yesterday. So we want to say a big thank you to those of you who contributed. And also we are encouraging everyone to come through so at least we can try to complete that amount ASAP. But thank you for following SKTV, and thank you for sharing the show. Those of you on YouTube, please share it and subscribe to the channel.
There are things we can do. We bring good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the effort are rest. The process of giving of years, the purpose of death. The work of my life without fear.
I lyrical Master. Cleverly, so I can't SKTV menu. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And yes, I know money. The more I get you. And you love me. The more I get you.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money. Ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Sadia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Nigeria ya tumale, esta TV, ena Nigeria, tosi wako maya tumale,
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the local and grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We study for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rare. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best to work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside to Raji to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Maggie B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in the whole wide world. We could not agree more. I believe Melbourne is in total agreement with this. SKTV is the best in Liberia. Not because of the number of followers, not because of the audience, but because of what we bring to the table. SKTV is a factual driven platform. I'm saying some kind of strange thing today. It looks like the Brazilian monk is on camera today. And today is a different day.
No,
Wow,
Brazilian monk was on camera because someone was soon walking here. So it's a conference room.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's good. It's a good thing that Brazilian monk is on camera today.
Brazilian monk, the monk. Yeah. So indeed, to join
I get job the audience, right? I teased them. I mean, not too long ago.
Yeah, but from time to time, when nobody in there, you gotta be on camera because a lot of people.
That's what
they were shocked when I was on the camera for the Zoom conference call. Like, oh, Brazilian monk.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not new. I've been on forever. Yeah, where I be operating from when the time of the show, I can be on camera. That's just it.
Anyway, maybe because this time I don't know how come people are not really going for you people that are when it comes to football. So maybe the way you're hiding yourself because Brazilian or in fact, yeah, I don't know how come, but Brazilian.
The original Brazilian monk, the original Ronaldo. The original Brazilian monk there, right, Monk?
Huh?
Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo, not the Ronaldinho.
No, not the one from Portugal, the one from Brazil. That's the original R9. That's the
what I'm saying. The original Ronaldo from Brazil.
Yeah.
The guy, one of the most powerful number 9 in the history of the game.
Yep.
So Brazilian, what's going on? How come footballers are now coming from your end? Nowadays, what happening? Is that changes or what?
It's the money, it's the TV and the marketing. Everybody want to be a celebrity or a footballer now. They just playing the game, but the children are getting paid more than the football they are able to deliver. You get a bunch of party kids. The game is making more money than before. Look at Neymar, for example. Neymar, just his transfer fee was 222 million euros. I'm talking about his salary. I'm just talking about transfer fee. 200. He's the highest paid player in the world by a long stretch now. And you're talking about 222 million euros. If you take out taxes, he's not going to work with anything less than $40 million a year. Do you know how much the average player are making when the original Brazilian monk broke the transfer record in 1997 from Barcelona to Inter Milan? You know how much it was? $19 million. So you do the math. Few decades
Wow.
ago, just 19 million. 19 million was the world record transfer fee. Now today it's 222 million. See the difference. So what you expect for these kids to do? They just make free money. They don't have to be the best. They don't have to stress themselves out. They're just going to make a lot of money because of commercialization and TV, and that's where the money is coming from now.
So
Anyway,
that me quickly.
I don't know why Nebo has to take us to the football thing. We have a lot of
The reason Chiseko is that because I'm seeing a lot of changes now. Like before, people used to be running after the Brazilian, you know, when it comes to football. But none of that, it's not happening.
They're still doing good though.
They're still doing good, but not like before.
They still dominate the field.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, go across every major, competitive team now in Europe. If you don't see one or two Brazilians there.
Yeah, but the quality is not there like before. The quality, the high standard is not there like before.
Yeah. But they still dominate. They are there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So Melbourne, we'll start with you. What's on your mind? So today, the fact that we're on the radio, Brazilian will be reading that letter yesterday we read from the senator, from the Senate to the GAC. We will also update our people about what's going on in Ghana and what's going on in other area. We just
so when you're working, by the time you reach the 15th day month, know that you already going into the month. Yes, Seku, some technical thing happened. So
man, that is a technical thing there.
I
I can see maybe just kind of frozen on the screen, and hopefully, maybe can you hear me? You know that the radio here is alleged to we talking about some of the things and we want to talk about it. The radio just got sick.
I know, right? Always got a technical issue with
because anytime we say one talk about something, the radio can get sick. Yeah, man. But we still talk about it though. The radio got Ebola or he got Corona. I don't know whatever the radio get, but we still okay. You know what, Mr. Radio?
Seku, send me that link again for that letter. I don't know what.
I will not read that letter again.
Yeah.
They will not update you about what happening in Ghana now and what happening in Europa where the vice president is. The way they radio now is alleged to all these things. Eh? Come and be careful right now. Now people, you know what? Let me talk to a few people that came while we wait for Melbourne to come here because Melbourne got to come here. Their letter got to be rare on the radio.
Yeah,
man. Come on, man. What's going on here? Yeah, so let me recognize a few people. Yes, let's see. Let's do this. Oh, a lot of my good people came here, but why are you getting late? When I was recognizing people that I didn't see you. Yeah. Antoinette Gallo, welcome to SKTV. Say Jacobs. Ruth Robert Pemba, welcome to SKTV. Linda Nyampo, welcome to SKTV. Nancy Ruth Anderson, welcome to SKTV. Yeah, a lot of people came while we were talking, you know. And Walter Gibson, welcome to SKTV. Eugenia, welcome to SKTV. Ernestine Burnett, welcome to SKTV. Madie Watkins, welcome to SKTV. Our own man here, Sarah Snell Mane, welcome to SKTV. Sarah, we'll catch up later on today after the show. Rufus Paul Johnson, welcome to SKTV. And Thompson B. Boss, welcome to SKTV. John Edith, welcome to SKTV. Kim Ashford Wright, welcome to SKTV. Jemima Cisco, welcome to SKTV. Yeah, unfortunately, Joe B. Joe, welcome to SKTV. Anita Queen Kane, welcome to SKTV. May Wallow, welcome to SKTV. And who else here? Who else? David Franklin, welcome to SKTV. Goblazo, welcome to SKTV. Venton, AJ Hooks. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Some of the names I'm not used to them. Welcome to SKTV. The one that I used to, again, pronounce it correctly. Esther Clark Fredericks, welcome to SKTV. Stan Man, welcome to SKTV. Patrick Sonny Wolo, welcome to SKTV. Steve H. Kroma, welcome to SKTV. Stephen Allen Dabo, welcome to SKTV. And Rocadia John, welcome to SKTV. Franklin Kona, welcome to SKTV. Abraham Kona, welcome to SKTV. I think a lot of Melbourne fighting the thing here to come because Melbourne got to come. It don't come today, that one part. They radio, we got to read it, letter on the radio today. We will also update the people on our president, situation. Yeah, I'm sorry, but we just have to. And again, Marie Swa Amora, welcome to SKTV. Heidi Megan, welcome to SKTV. Joe and Tiawe, welcome to SKTV. Let me try to finish this thing quick. Benedict Thomas, welcome to SKTV. Elizabeth Samula, welcome to SKTV. Robert SK Weir, welcome to SKTV. Joseph Elliott, welcome to SKTV. Makimi D. Harris, Asata M. Miller. Wow, a lot of people been joining us lately. And and this person called Common Man. Common Man, welcome to SKTV. They got some Nina, yo. Paul Cholople, welcome to SKTV. Sekou Kroma, welcome to SKTV. Marie Cooper, welcome to SKTV. And who? Precious Caroline Smith, welcome to SKTV. Natania Ko, welcome to SKTV. Solomon B. Reeves. Akim Dolo, welcome to SKTV. Maurice Do, welcome to SKTV. Joseph Elliott, welcome to SKTV. Brazilian Monk, my man, Melbourne fighting the radio here, but the radio here is allergic to anything and they feed it.
Yeah, I hope there's no bargaining system because every time we get something sensitive.
Yeah, because some of the sometimes some of the technical problem that can come from some technical people there. It can be, fingering the thing and behind the scene, because Melbourne, new to Melbourne, I don't know who's doing it, but whatever the case is, everything was good. Melbourne was very loud and clear. Everything was going good. By the time we say we're going to be reading our letter, when we're going to be updating about Joseph where about, everything just went bad. Hopefully, they will come back as soon as possible. But in the meantime, while we await Melbourne to talk about the letter in the discussion yesterday, we were told that the vice president the vice president is in Morocco, not in Nigeria as of today. Vice President Jeremiah Kun is in Morocco, according to our sources. And somebody say he's there for conference. But somebody also said that Vice President Jeremiah Kun is preparing for the presidency. I know people don't like to hear that, but we're sorry to say it. He's touching, This is everywhere, making sure that he is balanced and stable around the sub-region in Africa. And sooner or later, he will be traveling outside of Africa. According to the information, it is in preparation of the presidency. Well, anyway, we will get more detail on it later on while we're on the show. We will talk about a little more detail on the level of the vice president. Well, President Mung, my man, what's on your mind?
Well, I was speculating that same direction as well. You got a newly seated government that's still in the process of nominating their cabinet members and filling out vacancies in the government. And the next thing you know, the vice president is globetrotting. So I'm trying to connect the dots. For me, I don't go with conventional wisdom. I like to see what's happening in some of the information circling the vineyard to see if what Yeke said, you can thread the needle on that. Maybe the vice president is trying to raise funds to, I don't know. I'm just speculating, like I said, because it makes no sense that the vice president, who's supposed to be like a backup to the president, both of them were out of the country at the same time. The president just got back today. Usually they always sneaking him out of the country for some reason, which is very, very antithetical to the Constitution, because he's a public servant. We're supposed to know his whereabouts, his well-being at any given point in time. But they are in the constant habit of sneaking out of the country unknown to the rest of the public. But that's Liberia there for you. And you have the vice president being away from the same time. So it's kind of a conflicting, but we all know what's going on. In time, I always say the puzzle pieces are going to take shape. The average person is going to see it for themselves, but you can see what's happening. You can see the coordination and things that are happening. So it's easy to speculate.
Yeah, so another thing that is on my mind is that SKTV is informed that, we told you people the other day that the process of the War and Economic Crimes Court was somehow at the final stage. So SKTV is informed that there will be people in the country, in Liberia, in the next few months. We were told precisely between now to the end of March that there will be people in the Let me not say this, man. Before somebody run away tonight to go have somewhere, we told that there will be people in the country, and they were asking the president to sign, a turnover or arrest warrant or anything that has to do with national security implication. It has to be signed by the president. And we were informed that there will be people in the country. Whether it's going to be helping to advance this whole War and Economic Crimes Court process, or those that are supposed to go to the Hague, whether they will arrest certain people with the approval of the president. But we have been reliably informed that there will be people in the country between now till March. We are not sure 100% whether it will happen, but the possibility is there and the discussion is ongoing. And that is very, very important. Also, I'm telling you now some of the things on my mind that I would like to talk about. Hopefully, Mabon will come back. I'm still thinking about Truth FM. I know the radio is kind of a little bit confused right now. But again, we will continue with the conversation.
The thing is, the intel that have been flowing through the the pipeline, they are too sensitive for us to be off the radio because those
Yeah.
are information that people need to hear back home, especially the people that are on the ground. They got to be aware of things happening. So at least they got a sense of events going on in the country because the expectations are so high. People got different standard waiting for some good things to happen. And unfortunately, you got a whole different twist. So we need to give this information on the radio as much as we can.
Yeah, a lot of Melbourne is coming. I think this problem, it has something to do with internet. Whether is um, whether it's intentional or not, but it has something to do with connection. I don't know. Melbourne, can you hear us? No. Let me meet Melbourne. No, that's not the thing I don't want to hear. I don't want to. Yeah, so folks, don't forget to actually support us. Yesterday, we did good yesterday or today. I don't know yet. Please don't forget to visit the Cash App and I think people already started. Let me see this right here. Oh wow. One of the sisters, let me see for whether she agree what to call her name. Monk, one of the sisters who said yesterday that she was going to be making her contribution today, she sent SKTV $205.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, I want to say thank you. I want to say congratulations to you for living up to the promise. Some of the people who actually promised that they will be sending us some money when we start this whole process, we've been trying to get hold of them. They're not answering the phone. Hopefully, they will answer the phone and they will, come through. But yes, this sister who just gave this money, I don't know whether we are allowed to call your name, but we really, really appreciate you
Yes.
for
Yep.
this giant contribution.
Yep.
I'll call it giant contribution because yesterday the highest donor yesterday was $300 by somebody who I have personally reached out to support, and that person came through while we were on the show. And I even, is a female, I even tested her to find out whether she will allow us to announce her name on the show and tell her thank you, but she did not respond. I mean that probably she didn't want us to call her name on the show. But again, I want to say thank you to everybody for following SKTV. So Mabel is here, but this thing keep. Yeah, Mabel is there, but Nigeria will not make it. Yeah, I can see Lloyd Mabel's face. Yeah. The internet is stupid. I could see the love in Mabel's face, but it did not make it. Whatever's going on, we're not making it at all on the radio. But so we can continue the conversation while we try to make it to the radio.
Yesterday,
somebody get it. No man, see them like that. Yeah, someone that didn't want to leave all the way here, start fingering the radio over there. We're not getting anything. Yeah. I don't know. I think her name is Salamatu Halimatu. But see the one and one other girl too. I didn't want causing a problem for her. Yeah.
Yesterday, a brother reached out to me, Sekou, and
Yeah.
he came up with a brilliant idea, which I think makes sense. I said I will reach out to Sekou and the rest of the crew. He was like, okay, we got a target for this transmitter, and we were looking at the weekend, probably Friday, because of the urgency. So he was like, why not you guys just dedicate a particular show on a Friday only towards contribution that callers can just call and make their contribution and say one or two things.
My man, is that's a good idea. Well, let me tell you something. People don't come here only to support SKTV.
Okay. Hey, well, get a suggestion though.
Yeah, it's a good thing, but the thing about it, if you do that, maybe you will see 20 people or 30 people here.
Oh yeah, I know.
People come here to get the information. If you're going to do a show just for information, just take that from the example when we said let people subscribe to SKTV. You can see 700, 600, 400 people here, but when it comes to that, you know, we have thousands of people that follow SKTV, thousands and thousands. But you know, Melbourne is back. Hopefully, everything's good now. But we are headed to the Melbourne.
It's not easy.
Man, I can see the love in your face, man. But you're like, you're not making
seriously.
Yeah, you're making it now.
You say?
Their radio, yes, there's something on our radio, yeah, they are somehow alleged to something we'll talk about. We'll talk about, you know, my man, we got to investigate the player. So the guy know, you know, the party chief Secret Service people there,
you very look.
They can be seen on the radio.
Look,
but then we'll talk about, you know, the secret thing there, or we'll talk about the you know, reading the letter. Then the thing can start.
Yeah, myself, I just got confused, man. But anyway, I'll be here sometime. That's the beauty of technology now, you know. Technology.
Yeah, man, boy, I'm glad that you made it though.
Yeah,
I'm rubbing your face. I know you're frustrated.
Business more, you know, business more. These are guys that know IT. For the business for the IT stuff, you know, won't do it easy.
The IT problem.
No,
before you add business, you ask me.
Oh, okay. Because when people want to hack now, you know,
yeah. But anyway, we wouldn't get 2 minutes before you can go to the news bulletin. Can you imagine?
Yeah, man. I felt so myself.
After that news bulletin, we will be found.
Yeah, seriously, myself, I'm finished. The thing, my whole head is hurting. My whole head is hurting.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's stressful. You got to deliver.
Can you imagine business more? I get only comfort when I come to work. I'm even worried that when I go home, they kind of heat that I'll be sleeping in tonight. So
I think among your suggestion, I think we can do that. We can do Friday. Well, let's see how many people will come through today and how much we'll get, whatever we got left. Then Friday we can dedicate Friday just to, you know, my man, just to do show to collect money. A lot of people not come. I'm just telling you.
I won't leave it. I won't buy like
our show, do our regular show and keep reminding the people to come through. Because the thing is, whether or not they come, we still want to be informing the people. And we have a lot going on. Our people can't afford to go 1 or 2 days without, you know, getting information. Yeah, but a lot of people promise they will send something on Friday. So either way, whether we dedicate it to the show, to the fundraiser or not, a lot of people already promised that they will do something on Friday. Even yesterday too, some people called me after the show that they will contribute today to the process. So let's wait and see. And personally too, I don't want it to look like, you know, it's all about money. That's why I really, really want us to, you know, get this thing over with and put that one behind us. Regular contribution and where people can come, they get it fine, they don't get it fine. But they want about is matter of we must raise this in order to get, you know, this thing going. It's very, very important to us and to the survival of our platform. So Melbourne, what's going on there? Are you going to go to news bulletin?
Yes, what? we are leaving now for the news bulletin, and we're so sorry that after that one we'll come back. We're going to continue. Maybe we'll send today.
When you come back, that thing happen again, eh? We'll launch thorough investigation. The NSA will come and go investigate that play there.
No, don't worry, don't worry. Don't worry. Your
All
man
right.
come, your man got all the, I know and they said, don't, you know, we are security experts, so you can order also easily than that. Don't worry.
Okay. No
All
problem.
right, so we'll go for the news break. Trust me, by the time we come back, we're going to continue with the program up to 8 o'clock on tonight. Truth FM 96.1.
All right. Thank you. So, Brazilian monk, my man, while we talk about this thing here, something else is happening. Prince Johnson is in the news again. This time around, is behind the scene. Remember, we told you here that sometimes some of the things they one just came to my mind when we left the maybe I will talk about it, when we come out the radio because they don't like to hear that. Prince Johnson is in the news again that this time around behind the scene, and it has been alleged that Prince Johnson is involved with some recruitment. He's calling them his private security in Nimba County. You hear me clearly? You're sleeping, you gotta wake up. The Prince Johnson have started a recruitment, secretly recruiting people because eventually he's going to go back. He's going to go to hire himself. Some of the people they already got there, he's trying to put them together, regroup most of the former rebel that work with him. And sooner rather than later, those who disagree with him, you'll be hearing some news about them in Nimba. I'm talking about those who are resisting this whole recruitment thing. Sonny Maya are saying that it's not a good idea. They don't want Nimba to be any more considered as problem county. But Prince Johnson is still insisting that he has the right to protect himself. And the people that he is recruiting, most of them are former rebels. Some of whom work for him, some of whom work for Charles Taylor. And it's not going well. It's not going well in the sense that the information is going very fast. He doesn't want that, and that's not what he wanted. So we were informed reliably that, Sekos, Labra is on the town plan. I said, what's going on? And we were informed that this man is bringing the people together. Remember, Mom, when he threatened the last time that when he ready, he can send for 500 men to come and cause problem in Morovia.
Yeah, he said it on
Yeah.
live camera.
Yeah, so we have started bringing people together. In fact, he is calling it his private security, that everybody got a right to recruit their personal or private security. But they are not private security, they are rebels, former fighters. And the purpose of recruitment and what they intend to do is to provide safe haven for Senator Prince Johnson there in Nimba County. So everything that's going on right now, once Prince Johnson is able to confirm 100% that the War and Economic Crimes Code will come, whether it's going to be conducted in Liberia or those who are responsible for war crime that could possibly be taken to The Hague in the Netherlands. He's doing everything to protect himself, to avoid being arrested, to avoid taken to justice, whether in Liberia or outside of Liberia. That is alarming, but it's not surprising. In that country, most of them get their own militia groups. Most of them get their own militia group. The reason why Prince Johnson is kind of concerning, and people are serious about digging deeper about Prince Johnson's recruitment, because he is not just a former rebel, but he is a field marshal. He's a trained military man, and he has record of carrying or controlling more than thousands of men. He is on record of killing people himself, using his pistol to shoot and kill people. He is on record of killing a president. So we had a conversation in the back. Somebody said, "Oh, Sekou, don't even talk about this. They all do that." Jefferson Koji recruited his own malicious group. Thomas Falaga, some malicious group in Lofa there. In fact, Yemali, who is Francis Yemali, who's supposed to be the internal affair, he got his own malicious group. In fact, Nathaniel Magio got his own malicious group. Even Moluba Molu. I don't know what that country is turning into. All the people, they get their little malicious group. And the reason why Jefferson Kojo was very, very alarming, when the arms that were brought into the country and Jefferson Kojo was attached to it, I'm hoping that Joseph Boakai government, this is not about inciting them to go against anybody, but when it comes to national security, we don't play with that, we don't joke with that. So I'm hoping that Joseph Boakai government will somehow investigate those arms that came into the country under President Weah government, for which some of his able lieutenants were accused of being the ones that brought in the arm. And that whole armed story, it just died. And I hope Joseph Boakai government will also reunite the 105 million worth of drugs that came into the country, wherein the perpetrators were acquitted. We were told there were some heavy hands in those things, and I hope they will also dig deeper on that. And I hope Joseph Boakai will instruct the General Auditing Commission to audit the Liberian legislature about the $30,000 that they collected many times. You know, we are touching different things because today is what's on your mind. I have a lot on my mind. But Prince Johnson being in the news for recruiting men, calling it private security, saying that he is recruiting people for his own security is a serious concern. I think Joseph Nima Boakai got his plate full. The plate is wily. It's full until it's spilling. The plate is too full. We told you guys the last time or day before yesterday that the president was in Ghana. And we told you prior to the election, the president was always traveling to Ghana after that second to the last trip to the United States before he was dissuaded by his people not to carry on the process, wherein they started to inject steroid in him by the Chinese doctor, which we reported was confirmed by Front Page Africa. From that time, they decided to be taking the papier to Ghana. They're going to have routine, trip to Ghana. If it becomes more serious, they will come to the United States. But I can tell you that eventually he's going to be traveling to the United States, and for a medical reason. Ghana is just to check and do some basic treatment. That is for Ghana. That one's just 1 or 2 days process. Every night and then you see the president traveling. The reason why they try to make it open now because it was reported. When he was leaving, he was smuggled out of the country. And we were informed that it was the president of Ghana who sent a private jet for him. But now, they will always come back to, tell us that SKTV was right indirectly. But Monk, what do you make of Senator Prince Johnson allegedly recruiting people in Nimba County under the pretext of private security?
Well, anyone with a functioning brain knows that Prince Johnson is not having private security because he said it publicly in church where he used the pulpit to spew his political agenda. And he said he could assemble 500 men at any given point in time. So it's an open defiance. We know that. But from the beginning, we said this. Every major decision you make in life, there is a risk factor to it. Joseph Boakai signed up to dance with devils. And we told Unity Party people, during the election, they said Cummings was desperate. I said the most desperate politician I've ever seen in my lifetime is Joseph Boakai. If you look at his age, you look at his health factor, the alliances he's forming, he's the most desperate I've ever seen in the history of Liberia. Because there's one thing getting the endorsement of Prince Johnson, and then there's another thing making him to believe that he's closer to power. Because Jeremiah Cohn was just a placeholder for Prince Johnson. Nobody know about Jeremiah Cone. People don't see Jeremiah Cone. When you talk about Jeremiah Cone, the first picture or the first sound that ring beyond your ear is a Prince Johnson. Now, if you get him that close to power and you try to screw him over, he's going to resort to the tactic. And my second problem is this whole idea that we have literally turned Prince Johnson into the poster child of war crimes code. There are a lot of people that committed atrocities in Liberia. We have created this whole persona or the whole brand that once you say war crimes code, the first thing that comes to mind is Prince Johnson. I thought it's the wrong approach because the George Bullock could be one. I could go on a host of names that could potentially meet the same fate as Prince Johnson. So when we talk about war crimes code, it should be across the board, And yet, but that Prince Johnson is one of the most recognizable figure or was during the war. It doesn't mean that the war crimes code only applies to Prince Johnson. And don't forget, it war and economic crimes code. So it's not only people that held gun. It was about people that robbed the state and kind of wreak havoc on the state's coffers as well. And the president himself, himself in past administration, so he's not immune from economic crime as well. So the whole thing that we'll talk about war and economic crime code that only Prince Johnson should be brought in the spotlight, I don't think it's a smart way to do it. And I won't. It's not surprising that he's behaving in such a manner. And Prince Johnson, I always said it. I live on a Prince Johnson, Bushra Island, Corway. I know Prince Johnson. I could read a book about Prince Johnson if I wanted to. I live under this man's jurisdiction and control during the war. So he knows exactly what is happening behind the scenes. He knows moves that have been made. He monitoring things that are happening. So if it's going to result to this kind of attack, then you can expect that what we've been saying on this platform is really coming to fruition. Things are coming into place, and he's not 100% comfortable with the moves that have been made right now. He believes that Jeremiah Cone and Joseph Boakai have already flipped, so he will be taking some proactive measures. That's what I think happening at the moment with the whole Prince Johnson factor. He's the one resisting. And the last time we talked about this whole thing that people going to church and making a mockery out of Christianity. Yeah, he's a man who talking about fairness and justice and speaking an ordained minister of the gospel, going to draconian means to protect himself rather than putting the interest of the country. So it tells you that Prince Johnson is not a legitimate man of God. He's resisting arrest, and we all said it on the show. God ordained government after God on earth is government. So if a lawmaker who represents the second largest county in the entire country will be resisting or the potential of resisting an arrest, then it tells you that he got other sinister and ulterior motive. He's not who you think he is, and he's only using the gospel to shield himself from prosecution. So we are not going to risk the welfare or the well-being of the entire country because of Prince Johnson. No, the country is bigger than Prince Johnson. So he can assemble men all he wants. He can bring his militias at the end of the day. If we agree on a war crimes code, Prince Johnson will face the full weight of the law. That's my take for now on the Prince Johnson issue. Yep.
Thank you, President Monk. Even though we're just joining the team after the news break, and yes, indeed, folks. So this is the program, the SKTV, we right here on Truth FM, and yes, so we met our team of panelists. They've been talking on so many issues. Yeah. So, President Monk, apart from the war crime code, what do you also make of the economic crime code?
The economic crime code is more essential than even the war crime code. They are both one of the same. It's the same phenomenon with two different outcomes. One is people that held. You see, one thing when you go all over the world, like Sierra Leone, for example, they never put some of the people that committed war crimes in prison, but they denied them from holding public office. They set certain rules. They believed that was their way of implementing justice. In Liberia, we need accountability and justice for all to move forward. And we can kick this thing, we can kick the can down the road all we want. At the end of the day, there have to be some kind of a semblance of justice that everybody will feel that, you know what, we did the right thing for the country. And Prince Johnson cannot be the one to obstruct this process. They can delay all the one, you cannot deny this whole issue of war crimes code. And Joseph Boakai ran on this. The first person that made this case was Georgia. That one of the reasons Georgia came to power. People say, oh, you know what? Georgia never held a gun. He was now a rebel leader. So if we bring war crimes code, he would be the best person to implement the war crimes code. But guess what? When he came, he played the same political gamemanship. He played the same game, and we never got war crimes code. So Joseph Boakai, so it seems like the war crimes code thing is more of a political football. They are not actually pushing for the war crimes code, but they believe it's one thing that can get them closer to the presidency. Maybe Joseph Boakai might be the one to buck the trend and do something different And Prince Johnson is sensing that already. So that's where we stand at, my brother.
Yeah. So, a follow-up question to the previous one I just asked. Which one of them do you think that will really bring relief to the Liberian people?
The economic crime code. Both of them will bring relief, but I think the economic crime code will have a more serious impact as compared to the war crime code from an economic standpoint. But some people are demanding justice. Look, Melbourne, some people went through some of the worst atrocity we have seen in that country. We all went through the war, but we never had the same experience. Some people, entire families, some people wives, some people uncles were slaughtered. I mean, I saw bodies on the street growing up in Nigeria, but I never witnessed an incident where somebody was slaughtered with their neck or their neck slit off, or people opening stomach of a pregnant woman. I never saw those things. But equally so, there are people that are traumatized. So whether you come with economic crime code or war crime code, it will still be of a form of justice for everybody. It all depends. But I think on a national scale, an economic crime code will bring more of a positive than the war crime code, from my own observation.
So yes, Mon, thank you so much, and thank you, Mabel. So, Mon, I think we are about to make some money because of you. Somebody say if you show your face, they will donate to SKTV. So you better show your face. You better show your face before the show ends, because somebody say Mon is their crush, and somebody has crush on you. And the only if Mon show his face, they will donate to SKTV. That means
why? So I want to ask that person why yesterday they didn't, or in fact the person never posted or Brazilian monk.
No, but Brazilian monk was just
well, I coming to that person will be forced to donate. I'm in the ICU right now. I'm in the hospital. I'm with nurses, but that person will be forced to donate. I mean, yes.
Okay.
Hey.
So this person here, you say they got crushed.
That person will be forced to
right
donate.
here, and I know your name. If you don't send it here. Okay. So Mon is in the hospital. That's why Mon has always, not showing his face, even they're in the hospital for a while now.
So that person can make that donation.
Yes. So, wait now. My man, Batakoli show up. Where have you been, Victor? Victor too got fun to pay. Victor ran away from SKTV for a long time. The man we started the show together, he ran away. I don't know who chased him out. But the man was on the rescue train. He was one of the rescue cowboy for the train.
Yeah.
They don't want they were collecting people, throwing them in the trains. and I'm Victor, I want to see your name on that list. If your name on the list, my begin, I want you intro with me. Yeah, Victor, my boy. And we and Victor then started this show here because I can't lie. Victor was one of the main person supporting SKTV, sharing the show, coming on the show, calling on the show, doing everything on SKTV, even, donating to SKTV, even calling people to donate to SKTV. Well, all of a sudden, by the time the man joined the rescue train, they throw SKTV away. Hopefully, Victor will come through. If not, we will deal with him behind the scene, as brothers. But again, this person here, maybe I've been checking the Cash App and Zelle. The person who say, if Mon shows,
yeah,
I'm still looking at the Cash App and Zelle. If you're not donating,
yeah, the Cash App. If she want, I can do it for the second time for her to get bonus.
I like that. Monk is ready
if you want it, Monk can do it for the second time. So you can make him happy.
So she can rescue SKTV.
So that the ego can land. If the ego does not land, stay there, then we will spoil your knee.
Seriously.
But anyway, maybe before we while we're talking this, we want to encourage everybody to not forget. Hold on first. The person, let me see. I want to make sure. So maybe I think we're going to be opening the line soon today in Liberia because
yes, indeed. But someone is asking you, Betty. I think Betty Williams, right?
Well, Bella Williams.
Bella Williams.
I'm sorry, Miss Williams. She said we did fundraiser, we left her out. But we announced it right here for almost a week.
But still
And
continuing, we're not
yesterday
stop
we
though.
started, maybe I should have called you and tell you directly like I did with some people, but some people I even called them, they never responded. Well, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we're doing fundraiser for the transmitter. So we are we say we're raising $4,000. So yesterday we made $1,170. So today we already get two people donating $250. So yeah, so we will put the numbers together and see what we are left with at the end of the show. So, but today is not like yesterday. Yesterday was a little bit better in terms of the number of people donating. Hopefully, that number will increase by the end of the show. Yeah, so Mabel, let me see. Since somebody is actually, let me see if I can pin the number out there. The number for the Zelle and Cash App is 480-862-0783 for Zelle and Cash App. Zelle and Cash App. That's it. So I just pinned the number. If you can see it. Yeah, some of you actually don't watch the show every day. Yeah, but you don't get a notification. That's why you gotta go to follow. When you go to follow, then you go to favorite. Some phone will show favorite, some phone will show see first. But if your thing is showing favorite, please go ahead. So the number is here. And Mon owe us, Brazilian Mon owe us that face again. The person don't send our money, we hold Brazilian Mon responsible because it may briefly show your face. He show your face Google. The woman says that's her crush. But anyway, people, what's going on, man? What's going on in Liberia?
Yeah, thank you, Sekou, even though but thank you. Liberia is good.
And what's on your mind? Open the line, tell people, say, let it tell us on their mind.
Yeah, let people tell us exactly what's on their mind because when we try to talk hours, they want to go into that. But howbeit, indeed, we are good right here in Liberia. So 0778-339-682, that's the number to call. And today is what's on your mind. Yeah, there are so many things that maybe ongoing that you want to talk about, but please a minute, at most 1 minute, please. So 0778
1 minute maximum. You're right.
Yeah. Maximum 1 minute, please. 0778-339-682. That's the number to call. Again, 0778-339-682. Tell us exactly what on your mind. Yes, there are so many things that are trending. Yes, that maybe you want to talk about, that you want to chip in. Maybe you want to inform us. Maybe you want to let us know. 0778-339-682. Let me see what the phone is not off because sometimes it can be easily 0778-339-682. Okay, so let me get to the line and pick my first caller. Today's caller, good evening.
Yeah, how are you, dear?
Yeah, Chief, go ahead and name and from where you join us.
I'm Jacob and yes, I'm calling from Grand Bassa.
Okay, from Grand Bassa County. Go ahead, Chief. What's on your mind?
About the war crime code we discussed, we need to have the war crime code because they have if the war crime code and the economic crime code not in the country will not prosper because people will just come and take government money and if you look at what happened in the state government, people that were renting today they live in a place that they don't even work for the money. The money that they work for is more than what they get. So by right, we asking Joseph Boakai to bring work and code, economic and code. That's the only way we want to live a better life in this country.
All right. Thank you. Walker and Coach on his mind. Yeah, to this caller. Good evening.
Yeah. This is Eddie B from Chicken Soup Factory. Remember the respondent, the vetting of Popo Jenna. What on my mind? You know, our president left for here, he went to Ghana. What our president brought back? Your plea asked our president what he brought back from Ghana. We're begging him. Please, Mr. President, please tell us what you brought from Ghana. Because your people pick up president we are right. Anytime you when you're out of the country, they will ask what president we are free. So your plea asked our president why he brought back from Ghana. And two, will he have problem that he is government? I beg you on my mind.
All right. Thank you. What on his mind? To this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. How are you?
Yeah, Chief, great. Thank you. Go ahead.
My name is Emmanuel David, and I'm calling from the port now. What is on my mind is the issue of the recruiter Temba EFL. It's an issue that I really want to speak on. We were recruited and our promise that we will go back after batch. For the recruitment, we were compared to take their housing, the COVID-19 housing. It was compulsory and compared. Ignorantly, we don't know what was included. And we did everything possible. Our name came on. And then the people said after the first batch, the next batch, the new people will go. But since then, we can't hear nothing. We have been making every other progress. Or cannot hear nothing about us.
Okay.
This new government, we are able to look into our matter, just because this issue is frustrating most of us. Actually, it's very brought us down like men.
All right. Thank you. The standby unit, the armed forces of Liberia, according to him. To this caller. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, Chief. Yeah, go ahead, boss. Your name and from where you join us?
My name is Joel, right? I'm joining from Yeah, what is on my mind? We really want to really focus to boy lab because we are doing a big hole. But when it comes out, we tell you all that it's the whole team. If you eat after the never smoking or go out of the never, let it be all the train going into the country. Yeah, what's on my mind?
All right. Thank you. The border should be tight. Security should be over. To this caller. Good evening.
Thank you. Good evening, Maple. Good evening to the panelists in the US. My name is Hussein Keo, and I phone in for the Ministry number 2 in Jakarta. So what is on my mind this evening? First day, I had two things. The first one, I want to thank you for the safe return of our president. He left when the distance in Ghana. He came out safe, and I want to be thankful to God Almighty for bringing our president back and taking back the leadership of our country. And I hope God blessings as he has come back to continue the good work and the progress he is about to make. Secondly, the issue of war and economic crime. I will support an access recovery team that has been set up by the president. Now, we don't know war and economic crime. That's very good. That is a good thing to do. But we have to start somewhere. Like the president has set up an access recovery team that have already started work. So we can start that first and see how much progress we're going to make. Then we'll go to economic crime.
All right. Thank you. So let me go to Cyrus Money of our own from the SKTV. Cyrus, you are live.
Thank you, Mabel. Let me say good evening to Mr. Khan and people, President Morgan, you, and to all our SKTV followers. I got three things in my mind. Let me be very clear that with this kind of speculation regarding prejudice, carrying out recruitment, country with because he wants to be defended if the workers and he's forced to get arrested. He's alarming, and I think the security needs to call it compulsory, or there should be an investigation into that. That is one thing on my mind. The second thing on my mind is this whole electricity serious challenge regarding electricity, especially now with this country. I think the new government needs to look into that. It's very serious. It's alarming. The country is dark almost every other day. That is the second thing. Then the third thing on my mind is the World Economic Council is very important, and people should not be looking at just the World Council. They should not omit the Economic Council because Economic Council will bring more relief. Because restituting stolen property, all government things that were stolen or misused. People are accounting for these things. They bring more relief for the country and to bring dividends to the regular Americans. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Cyrus. To Chief Brian Tate. Brian Tate, good evening.
Yes, good evening. And let me thank the panelists. Let me go to the point. I want to welcome the President Bible. But I had a suggestion when they supporting or most people can have this all over Morocco and even across the country. But when I get money to rehabilitate over 200,000 people, and for each time government say we want to rehabilitate, you want more money there, then you see that they're recruiting. So what government can do, my suggestion is that something there for every day that there will be more. And clear that they put go by who? It goes for who? People that don't receive recruit, a lot of people, by the time they get the point, is rehabilitation, they will start recruiting and send them for community. But they don't waste our own money.
All right, thank you so much, Chief Brian Tate, one of our regular listeners to this show, and also calling every time to make his own input to this caller. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, Chief, go ahead. Your name and from where you join us.
My name is Bishop Key. I do join from Colorado County.
Go ahead, Bishop.
Bishop Key.
Yeah. Now I said, go ahead, Bishop Key.
Yeah, what is for my man now? They just that when your father is you go with the kill, he expecting your prayer from the father. But now, but Joseph Boga left this country, he come back, we see anything. What is for my man? Just to get him fighting to cause Joseph Boga.
Don't bring nothing yet. To this caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, neighbor, and good evening for your panel.
Go ahead.
My name is Ibrahim Shama. I'm calling from Texas. You know, the problem for me, I'm a physician, but I don't want for my physician to pray on back. Because when the country fall or when the government feel off you, and then when the government progress, we all progress. But for the economic work code, everything just is very hard from them. You will not when people hurt, and then you will be free. And you are not the only person Mr. They got other people, but you're so curious and worried about the one economic council. So I beg you, please, and to our president, I beg you, when you travel, then let the people go. When you live in a country, then let the people go. You will not just move from here like ordinary person, but like the way he was normal, he was not president. I beg you, please.
All right. Thank you so much. 0778. We will take a few more calls. Maybe or Sekou want to give other people on our side chance, maybe to speak on what on their mind.
Yeah, while we're on the radio, so we want to give everybody a chance, while
yes. So let me just take one or two calls, then I cross over to you and President Monk. To this caller, good evening.
Good afternoon, good evening.
Yeah, my boss. Go ahead, Chief.
Just problem now. What we getting on Chile yesterday to water the project beat on people, and now no job, nothing in the car. So the new government will agree to take you from on the street, but it can be now. We got to listen to the people too. We all voted for the president, for the new government, but that's the way.
Wow. All right. Another way. So you wanted to do the right thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So this call will be our last. No crossover. Sorry. So Sekou and then Representative Monk, you just listen to Liberians. Yeah.
So remember that last caller was saying that people were beating on people in Waterside?
Yes, that's the information that we got on yesterday, that police were maybe taking marketeers as a land, saying that people should maybe stop selling on the streets. I think maybe that's what he's trying to talk about. But that
So
information...
President Monk, I know you were about to read the stuff that we went off that time. So even though we're going to open the line here, let's use at least 2 or 3 minutes to read the letter yesterday sent by Yomble, and let's elaborate on it just for like 1 or 2 minutes, then we can open the line in the diaspora, if you don't mind. Mom, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So after that, I will update the people on the... So yeah, the lady who said Mom was his crush.
Oh shit.
She donated, and she said that was an initial donation. She will donate more in the days, months to come.
That's great.
Yes, indeed, she donated something, and we appreciate it.
Okay.
So yes, go ahead, Mom, and read that.
That communication from the Senate Pro Tem. Yes, it says the Liberian Senate, Capitol Building, Capitol Hill, February 13, 2024, to Honorable Joshua Jackson, Senior, Auditor General, General Auditor Commission, Monrovia, Liberia. It says, Dear Honorable Jackson, I extend my compliments and best wishes to you and the General Auditing Commission. The Liberian Senate of the 55th Legislature is embarking on various reform initiatives geared towards promoting accountability, transparency, and fiscal prudence in the management of the Senate. As part of the reform initiative, the Liberian Senate will elect the Auditor General to conduct financial management system and control assessment of the Senate's operating environment for current period. The assessment will include review of the Senate accounting and financial management processes, policies, and procedures, financial reporting, internal controls, document management system, and complying with applicable laws and regulations. The objective of the assessment is to identify areas of weaknesses in the financial management system and control environment. Thereafter, the GSC will recommend improvement to ensure that the Senate financial management system and control environment are operating effectively and efficiently. Then she said, as part of the assessment, we will appreciate were you to benchmark the Liberian Senate financial management system and control environment against several English-speaking countries in the West African sub-region. The objective of this benchmarking is to identify areas of improvement and implement best practice outcomes. The result of your assessment will enable the leadership of the Liberian Senate to establish the appropriate financial management system and control environment, which will subsequently enhance accountability, transparency, and fiscal prudence in the management of the Senate. I look forward to your calm cooperation. Kind regards, sincerely, Nobly Kanga Lawrence, Senator, Senate Pro Tempore, Liberian Senate in section. That was it. Yep.
Yeah, thank you so much, Monk. So those of you listening to us in Liberia, yesterday we talked about this, but we were not on the radio. And the importance of this particular communication to be read to the Liberian people, we believed, and understanding the body politics of Liberia, we know exactly what is going on. This communication is deceptive. This communication is an attempt to undercut any normal, auditing of the Senate. And also, if you look at I think first or second paragraph of that communication, the communication is telling you that they are asking the National Audit Commission, the Liberia General Audit Commission, to just make assessment on the operation, financial, allocation, the way to do things, documentation, and everything in the Senate for this period. How will you say, come and look at things the way we've been doing things They will be moving money. They will be sharing money among ourselves. They will be collecting. They will be passing budget. We will be doing things so we can fix them. But don't look at the way we've been doing it in the past. Just look at the way we started doing it today. Does that make sense? If Nyomli and the Senate, if they are serious, for any, whether it's an assessment, whether it's a full-blown audit, they should audit the Senate from the 53rd or 54th Senate, not the 55th. 55th just started. They haven't done anything. They haven't passed a budget. They are just going through the process of confirmation of presidential appointees. They haven't done anything, no financial transaction, nothing whatsoever. So to say, come and make assessment on the current period, they're trying to limit the audit so that they can go by and audit them for all the stealing they've been doing for the past 2 decades. For the past 20 years, the stealing they've been doing, whether it's the 54th or whether it's 53rd, they don't want the people to audit them. That's why they want to be preemptive, because the president said in his State of the Nation address that all branches of government will be audited. Somebody asked whether the president has the right to audit the Senate. The president has the right to order the GAC to audit any branch of government. Likewise, if the Senate or the House of Representatives, in the process of their oversight, if they are not satisfied with anything, with any of the branch of the government, they have the right to call them. Everybody just got to do their job without interfering with other person's job. I think Steve is back. So we wanted to inform the Liberian people about that particular letter, that letter is not in the interest of the Liberian people. It is a fraudulent attempt to curtail the process of a genuine audit. And in fact, they are not even calling it audit. They say assessment. Assessment means just come look into it.
Yeah, that's the key word.
Bad and tell, oh, what is good, what is bad, and then we can make our own adjustment. No, that's not audit. You want to be held liable, you want to be held responsible for the wrong thing, for the mistakes, or for things that you did willfully. That's not an assessment. That should be called an audit. And that audit should be ordered by the president, as he said, that his government will audit all branches of government. But anyway, since we already took calls from Liberia, and Steve came on earlier, but his line was not, he was not in a good place to actually be here. So now he is situated. That's good. And believe she's been following everything going on. Steve, what's going on, my man? What's on your mind? And including when you're talking about what's on your mind, tell us what you think about the fact that Prince Johnson is recruiting people in Nimba County. He said that he promised security there.
Well, I'll try to be as brief as I can. Sorry, I've been running around here from meetings to meeting. There's a lot of things going on at once. As always, the Liberian people are the most important people on earth, and the Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. Just so you all know, tomorrow.
Maybe also tell without your fridge now.
Yeah, just so you all know, tomorrow we'll play to your where presidents in the United States were called liars, even Barack Obama. and they're not insult. We play for you tomorrow. So all of y'all, the job seekers, the sycophants, those people who joined the new prison worship team for Joseph Boakai, you should please listen. And also, just to announce to you guys, some of you who say when I call Joseph Boakai liar, that I disrespected the old man and I disrespected the president, you're a sick-minded group of people because you support people who cause people mouth for no reason. But you are not important. I will play it for you tomorrow just to school you, to inform and to educate you. But let's get to the issue. Let's get to the issue at hand here. Because I already said it here on the show that Prince Johnson has already preempted what he will do. And Prince Johnson is daring Joseph Boakai, if he call himself man, to go for him in Nimakante. So Prince Johnson is fortifying. That's exactly what's going on. Nothing else is going on. You don't need prophet to come to interpret that. You don't need soothsayer to interpret that. Prince Johnson is setting the basis. Prince Johnson has said it all the year. Why not recruit Boliga? Hey, man of God. In fact, what man of God recruit Boliga? The Holy Ghost can speak to him about service. They sing Holy Ghost can speak to him to protect him. I mean, let's look at the thing. Nobody's stupid here. So Prince Johnson is setting the ground and telling everybody that they can't do nothing to him. But like I said, Prince Johnson is wasting his time. And so he's wasting his time. I won't worry about him yet. When the time comes, and you have to authenticate the information that you said earlier on, that there will be a couple of people trooping in the country, for the whole World Economic Crimes Code thing. Sometimes in March, early April, uh, we have gotten unconfirmed reports that there will be people coming in the country for that. And it's a good thing. It should be welcoming by Liberians. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I told Prince Johnson that he equal Joseph Boakai fool him. Ain't fool though. Joseph Boakai fool him. And though working in Joseph Boakai working in the government, you fool the man boss man, kill the man boss man, and the man will let you go. You don't see where Prince Johnson. Holy Ghost not speak to you. Holy Ghost needed to speak to you that time. The time you were passing around, talking fully in that name at time. Holy Ghost needed to speak to you to tell you, say the Papa is timing you to set you up. We told you from the beginning. You thought you were going to get easy rap. Did that thing Prince Johnson, nobody's too big here. You fall down inside. We fool you too. They fool you. Let me tell you to the Prince Johnson. The Papa no. Me Joseph Boakai, I support Joseph Boakai, I speak to you. You know I support Joseph Boakai. That you, Sonny. You might not support the Papa now, no problem. Me, I support the Papa. I support the Papa, I support the
I don't want to be a advisor. I don't want to be supporter.
No. I'm a full supporter of Joseph Yuma Boakai, and there is nothing wrong with it. I support the Papa. And I support the decision to ensure that there is accountability and justice. I support it. Let me kind of say, let me say something, let me come out today. The same work that can him Morgan, it can him Babu. Say no, you can. And yet, if you are not careful, you will be removed from that Senate pro tem position. You must mark to lay down. If you are not careful, and you think you're smart, you think you're playing game, the same man who fooling you to be writing funny communication, and they will remove you. Watch and see.
Hold on, Steve, hold on. That Victor here saying that JMB that big con?
Who?
No. Maybe somebody got Victor phone.
Who Victor?
Batakoli.
Only that little man, Victor who betrayed the struggle that he got JMB won't come. JMB not come, man. JMB not come, Victor. Victor not my brother, but JMB not come. In fact, the man came for Labrador, he brought us something to eat.
Victor went to Labrador?
Victor went Labrador. We handle that one. No, we handle that one behind closed door. That one I found it door. Right, from Labrador.
But Victor said JMB not come. No, that one I disagree with Victor. Victor can't say that one.
Victor, you can't talk to the Papa. Don't disrespect the president. Don't disrespect the president of the nation. Don't disrespect the wise man. They seen wise men you were president a few months ago. Victor, don't do that. Victor, you can't do that, brother. You don't disrespect our president. They call the president con. You know what that means? Joseph Boakai, in fact, Joseph Boakai is a wise man. In fact, Joseph Boakai has governmental experience. In fact, Joseph Boakai is well suited for the job. Look, this is why I support the man now. I support the man for it. Even if the man go Ghana, he come out in Accra with nothing, he go there, they picking all 1 o'clock in the morning, they carry in the tree, they bring him back. I still support the man. Even if the man in wheelchair, I will support Joseph Boakai. I agree to everything Joseph Boakai is doing. In fact, the president is proceeding rightfully. The president is on the right trajectory to rescue the country. The president is on the right trajectory to bring relief to the nation. And the people of Liberia, all they need to do to just lower their expectation as we are working. Let me tell you something. That thing what Victor and passing around with, you ain't support us to tell us what to do. That's why you're supporting us. Your thing say you supporting your wise men's whole thing, what to do.
That's
I
why
support the party.
became the spokesperson for JNB.
I support the old man. I support the old man.
You trust Steve support for JNB, maybe?
I support the old man. I support the old man. The party from Baptist Church.
Yes,
this guy?
the thing about it is that
supporting JNB,
we from the Baptist, you know, we are always together. So maybe we'll go for
Thank you very much.
Thank
you very much.
We'll go for meeting. We'll discuss that.
You do support JNB? No.
But the man from Baptist.
I told you ever since I said we agree. Nothing more, nothing less. We agree.
Thank you. Thank you. We are Baptist people. Seko, that's what you're talking about. We're not worried about you, man. We're not worried about, we're talking about Baptist people. The man forever Bishop Deacon. In fact, we had a meeting that letter what Yeke wrote. We would trash that letter. The man will remain deacon. If the man lie, he will still be deacon. We're not gonna get problem with the man. I usually get problem with the man. The man will remain deacon.
So Steve, we were informed that you know, when Yeke informed the public that Joseph Boakai want Jeremiah Kun to buy him out.
Yes.
And part of the process, the vice president was in Nigeria.
Yes.
Merrymaking with some billionaires. Now we were informed, SKTV was informed this morning that the vice president is in Morocco. It was supposed to be landing today. We have somebody that's supposed to go to the airport there in Morocco. But we got more information later on to share with our people. And we are also told it's part of the process of preparation for the presidency, for Jeremiah Kun presidency. What's going on?
Well, and I say Jeremiah Kun might not be president. And I say Jeremiah Kun might not sign up for the One Economic Crime Court to betray his godfather, Prince Johnson. And I say they might not do all that. But I'm saying, in the meantime, while we're waiting for him to take over, we have to celebrate the most wise president ever elected in the history of Liberia, President Joseph Yuman Boakai, who support the old man fully. And any attempt for people like Victor Bazakoliden to disrespect the old man, when they reach in Monrovia the next time, they will not walk. There will be no disrespect to our president, and you walk in the city free. We're not going to tolerate that nonsense. That fooling that you're there with John, we are warning you officially, and we are warning you publicly. I think what Prince Johnson doing as he partner around bodyguard, you should put yourself together and behave. Any attempt will move on him.
Okay, Steve, thank you. So before we go, the lady who actually promised to donate to SKTV, she sent us $50 because she said if her Brazilian mom was her crush, a Brazilian mom show's face, she was going to send us money. I don't know whose mom's crush. I mean, my crush or Maple or Steve. How come you can't tell all people we show off?
Gentlemen, I'm leaving for the crowd. I don't want to be all that noise.
How come we not making, man?
That's the thing.
I don't want to be in social. I don't want to be in social noise.
Steve, you want to crush? You got to sell our money too. What kind of business is this?
So that's it. We gotta go. Yeah, we gotta go. Thanks to all of you.
So won't be every time, man.
Baby.
All right, Mabel, thank you so much. And so Mabel, we'll talk in the back, okay? And I don't want to say something. I don't want to put Mabel in trouble on camera. So Mabel, after the show, call me, okay? All right, let's do that. So, folks, I want to say thank you. The reason why I said that, I don't want somebody saying small thing. And the person said for Mabel. But I don't want to say why Mabel is on the radio there. And then everybody started rushing to Melbourne for something because it's not much, but it's important. It's big for us. I think it's about $22. Somebody said for Melbourne, in as much as people are donating for the project, but this person was very specific. Said for Melbourne, but I don't want to say Melbourne. Melbourne, you got it one. You want to say that one, but you put it there too. Maybe you want to ask him, to get something. Yeah. So somebody say I look like a South Sudan president. The only difference, that South Sudan president is too tall. Me, I'm short. Also, that guy is too dark. And me, my color, they're not dark. They're not too dark. So that James Kelly, don't bring that thing to me here. You let trouble too much. You undercover UP. James Kelly undercover UP. You will not trust you, my boy. So yes, again, Monk, we're gonna open the lines here. The lines are open already here for the diaspora. So let me. Okay. Well, Ellen, please contact me about that. We can talk about it. I don't know that was sent to SKTV directly, or it was sent to somebody else, or it was sent to Monk directly. I mean, what you need? Melbourne directly. But yes, just an update. Yes, I don't know if people allow me to call it. Let me see if this person doesn't see that. Oh, more another person made donation. It said for Monk showing your face, $50. Oh, more maybe you should be showing your face every day. Well, let me see. Yeah, so let me go here. So while we're on the show, somebody was saying, "Oh, check the cash app, But that time we're taking calls in Liberia, so I didn't want to interrupt the calls. Somebody sent $150 towards the fundraiser for the transmitter. Yeah, the person said for the transmitter. I'm not sure I'm actually allowed to call the full name, but the person first name is Esther. Esther, I want to say thank you. We really, really appreciate it. So on that, on the cash app, on the first cash app, we have $470. And then on, I want to make sure we get the numbers together. And then on this other cash app, we have 70. Because we have $20 and $50. That's $70. 70 plus 470, that's 540. Then let's go to the Zelle. You want to make sure we put all the numbers together. Here we have how much we do this? Yeah, so we have $120 on Zelle. $120 plus 540, that's 660. 660 plus, let's count what we got yesterday. Even though the day is not over yet, let me make sure what's going on here. I'm trying to get my farmer calculator. So yesterday, 1,170 plus what was 660. So we are at 1,830. So minus 4,000. So we are left with 2,170. We are halfway there. For the past 2 days, yesterday and today, we are halfway there. Hopefully, by the end of tomorrow or maybe Friday, we will get the whole amount. But yes, indeed, I want to say thank you to all of you that have contributed, and those of you who are here to contribute. We look forward to it. We are thankful to all of you, even if you don't have the money. Oh, I'm sorry. Part of this money, $22 there for somebody for Melbourne, that's not for us. So
okay.
we'll manage that $22 because I just give you the whole amount, the whole money that we receive. So we'll manage $22 from there, whatever that would be the actual amount that we have reached today. So I don't want to count that towards the project, because that is not for that. So Monk, based on what you heard from the people in Liberia, and so far, Joseph Nima Boakai government decision to sign off, on this whole war and economic crimes code. Where do you think we're going with this whole thing? You think this is something just like a smooth scream, or this is a real thing that we are going to see some genuine approach, or we should see some action, not just rhetorics, toward this whole war and economic crimes code?
Yeah, the thing about the war and economic crimes code is a two-step process. And we had a war and economic crimes code before. We just didn't follow up on the recommendations, so it's going to be nothing new. So maybe this could be a smoke screen, or he might go further and make sure that we can go on to the implementation of the war and economic crimes code or that recommendation. The thing is, the same game that Prince Johnson is playing is the same game Nyomli Kanga is playing in order to protect the Senate from an audit. They all play the same games. Let me give you a typical example. The audit Bouaka called for, even though he promised audit across all three branches of government, he was specifically starting up with the NSA, the EPS, and the General Auditing Commissioner itself. So technically, Bouaka want to police the policeman.
No, in the central bank, actually.
The central bank, right?
Yeah.
The central bank, right? And the GSC, and even the banking and the finance committee in the Senate were talking about reconciling the record concerning the whole missing money from the central bank between how much the WIA administration left versus the income administration, what they projected or what they claimed during the State of the Union address, right? Okay. Now, you got Nyomli Kanga, who changed the words, who used fancy terminology, mentioning things like recommendation, assessment, benchmark. Nobody made anything mention of an audit, and you said it right. There is nothing to be audited in the new 55th legislature because they are yet to conduct business. So when you say recommendation to safeguard and to make sure we are in compliance with the law for this section, we all know, we talked about it yesterday, it's nothing but deception. So it almost like everybody's trying to get us confused. We don't know who is who. We don't know who want to audit what. And over time, people are just going to fade away naturally. It's almost like a dog that is biting but can never bite. That's how it looks like, mother the water, bring so many things on the table at a time, and people won't pay attention. So over time, they're all going to die a natural death. That's how I'm looking at it. Because if you're calling for, we all know, dating back as far as Madam Salif administration, the NSA and the EPS, they were exempted from audit and oversight. So if Bouaka is only going to go back to 2018 up to the end of the WIA administration, people will say, yeah, it's selective justice. It's kind of a witch hunt, because why would you want to audit now agencies that were never audited under the government that you served for 2 solid 10, 12 years? Why you want to go into that now? So it's the same thing. Maybe they are all just playing games with Liberian people until we can see something actually happening. Sekou, the country is at a crossroad. The country is sitting on the time bomb. You got protests. I saw the president meeting with the AFL personnel today. I mean, the executive people in the hierarchy. But these things were there. You ain't know then why you got to wait for a spontaneous protest that happened simultaneously almost everywhere in the country before taking a proactive step when they were there before. I think Yaya Koluba talked about it. So there's nothing new. The thing is, you just have so many things happening at the same time that people cannot keep track of actually what's going on. You got nominations that have been withdrawn. You got people who other people raise red flag against. You got the Senate calling for reconciling document from the central bank between money that was there before from the previous administration to the income administration. You got Nyomli Kanga talking about internal control and benchmarking assessment. The question is, what if what? How do you put the thread to a needle and get them one by one so that people can get an actual understanding of what the Boaga government is trying to implement? But one day Prince Johnson is calling for malicious men here, another day Joseph Boaga beat the military, another day it's a protest. The next thing you know, the president, the vice president out of the country simultaneously happening at the same time. Another day, Amara is calling for reconciling document. I mean, like, you can't get your head around this thing. It's just like all head without tail. I mean, I don't know which adjective to actually use to describe the situation happening in Liberia. But we will keep making sure we keep track of things happening because they might try to bamboozle Liberia, but SKTV will not be bamboozled. We will stay highlight this thing, we will pinpoint them and bring them in a chronological order so that the common person can know exactly what's happening because it just head us scatter and things are just happening all over the place. The average person cannot keep track. And that's what we will be focusing on the coming days and weeks.
Thank you so much, Monk, and thank you to everybody. And one of the brothers who contributed $50, I didn't know that you can even watch SKTV. I don't know whether I'm allowed to call his name, but I think I will. He's from Dallas, Texas. His first name is Abraham. I'm not called the last name. Maybe he doesn't want me to, but his first name is Abraham. He donated $50 and said, brother, I'm doing this to contribute to the project. I'm so proud of you. Abraham, thank you so much. Really, really, really appreciate it. I didn't even know that you can watch this because I've never seen him at all. And I have no clue, that he was watching SKTV. Likewise, we have a lot of people that watches SKTV that we don't know. Many people come here, they watch the show, we don't know, we don't see them. But just because we ask for people to contribute to this noble project, people are coming through. So he saw the need to come in and also donate and express his proud. Abraham, thank you so much. Like everybody else. The reason why I kind of highlighted these guys, most of the people that have been donating, we see them all here, they're right. They've been supporting us before. This is not the first time they've been around. They have expressed their support to SKTV the whole time. Some of them are even on the team for the fundraiser for the radio project. Some of them were in the meeting yesterday, but they come here and make their commitment and donate to SKTV. But I single this guy out because I was just surprised. I never saw him before on the show, watching the show. Never written anything at all. I didn't even know that he was even watching SKTV. But he said he's very proud of us and he wants to say thank you to us for what we do for our country. He's a Liberian, originally from Sanikole. Abraham, thank you. We appreciate you. So, Mom, we're going to have about 7 minutes to go. But before we go, the lines are still open. If you care to say something. I want to say this to our people. Our country, Liberia, we are not getting anywhere if we continue to be a bunch of sycophants, liars, people only doing things for, for job. People only doing things to get appointment. It is unfortunate. People only supporting people based on tribe or country solidarity. Leaving the country at risk. How did we get here? Everybody is just confused. Everybody going helter-skelter. Everybody just there defending their own criminals. Some people are just there just to attack anybody who dare to say the truth. We have to change those mindset. We have to change those mindset. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Hello. What is your name and where are you calling from?
This is Ali Masale from Maryland.
Ali Masale from Maryland. Welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you?
Yes, fine. Yeah, the issue here, Sekou, about our president, Mr. Boakai. Yeah, because we can get the president in our country. Everybody know, the whole world know President Boakai was elected as president in Liberia because of his experience. This old man worked 42 years in government, and everybody was like, oh yes, we need this old man because while he had an experience, he get the experience when he comes, he's going to change things around. And since you got elected, for me, I'm still there to see some of those experiences that you were voted upon. Let's see, for example, now this Ghana trip, see how he left the country unceremoniously. Because we know our president, when they leave in, they had to perform their duty, everything. And this president left when he went to Ghana. This is his first trip since he was inaugurated. Yeah. So President Boakai don't even have supporters in Ghana that will go and welcome him in the country. You see, where are the pictorial evidence when you were leaving from Liberia and when you got to Ghana? How will you leave the country as a president and leave your presidential press secretary? So who was there to cover whatsoever that went on in Ghana? Till now, even when you listen to Ghana radio, we can't see anything that Liberia president was in the country, who you went to, and what happened. So why are those people hiding? What is really going on? This man got 42 years experience in government, served as vice president for 12 years. So we expect those kind of things to be happening. President Weah, who was uneducated, he was not the right man to lead Liberia. If he's leaving the country Monday, everybody will know this week that the president is leaving the country Monday, where he's going, and everybody that's traveling with the president. And you will see every one of them. So I don't really know the experience that Joseph Boakai was elected with, that he came to power, and up to now we can't see anything that's going on in the country. The issue of this AFL soldiers, they are women. When you nominated this man, those women started protesting. They came to you and told you the problem they are facing with this man, and you never revoked your nomination. And it was like, I'm not here to listen to those people. So everything that went on in that country that day, if it was to go beyond that, for me, I hold the president responsible for everything that went on that day. Or I don't know, you were happy to use that means not to do the AFL parade because he's not fit to do it. So these are things that are going on in the country, and we have never seen those things happening ever in the history of Liberia. And this is a man with 42-year experience. Everybody say, oh yes, if I didn't get the experience, therefore he there. He's going to do the right thing. But we are not seeing those right things that he was elected for. So I'm very, very much disappointed in the president of Liberia. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Those are legit.
Let's go to the line here. Let's get Gwen Smith. Gwen, how are you? Hey, hold the line. We're speaking, talking to the other person first. Yeah, please. Gwen, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't have to ask you Where are you? Who you call? Who's calling? Because I got your number saved, just like some of my good friends. So how are you going? Because the people take you away from us, your job take you away from us. So the time we can do our show, that time.
To pay my bills.
No problem, no problem. How you doing?
You know, during the elections, we used to call this show every day, talking to the Liberian people, and then the election happened. I say it seems like some people never live with old people, or they don't have old parents, so they have in the like God-given thinking faculty. Anybody think or 80-year-old person got the strength to lead 5 million rowdy people Liberians within our own category. When it comes to everything on this earth, we normalize every bad thing. All the countries around us, they move on. They went through the same problems we went through. These people move on. We've normalized everything. And then we think about taking an elderly person. And I'm saying this because my mom and Joseph Brecker, they're the same age group. My mom was one time energetic, taking care of my children, doing all my work in America. When it was time for her to sit down, she sat down. Now we look after her. Like literally the same way they expect somebody Joseph Brecker age to have the stamina. Look, the only thing we do for Nanseku, that's why I just listen. I don't even bother. We will just pray for Liberia as a monkey fully ready. Look, and we see nothing good. The same old thing that we talk against, those things will play in front of us worse than before. Unfortunately to say, and they say we angry, but truth we are saying some of us consistently saying the truth. Because the people that just voted in, they're worse than the seditious. When you talk, they back everything that were against us, we are for. In 90 days, the first 100 days in past year, and they're falling into the same things that we were crying on George Riani. Private jet, money missing, nepotism. Like you can see from the get-go how this game gonna be played. Now we wait for the 6 years to pass so that we'll see what we do again. For all day we sit down on Facebook, everybody having live to talk about this person need help, and the other woman sick, the other child sick. Like come on, all our money. And I think it's 63 representatives plus 30 senators. More than 75%.
73.
More than 25% of the, 75% of the national budget go to these people pockets.
Mm-hmm.
And 25% left for the 5.5 million plus people. No private job, nothing. So everybody now, they small job. See how so embarrassing it is. Once you are now on the rescue train, you are now the propagandist, you are now dummy. Even if you're competent, you order the job, something right now, if you didn't spend your money. Look, are we going anywhere? You know, like so some of us, people say, I regret. No, me, I don't regret being Liberian because I don't care what will happen. I will go home. I will not stay here longer. I'm done. I will go home. I will be comfortable. It's just that the people around us. When the entire country is suffering, that's why, bro, we remember some of us were small. The country is suffering, poor people too much. It brought in 1980 coup. And they say mutiny by the soldier people. That was mostly on my mind. I wrote on my page talking about somebody just about government is continually, as far as I'm concerned, this man being government almost 5 decades, and he's been in high functioning roles in the government, so he's responsible too. And then just the last 18 years ago, he was president for 12 years.
Vice president.
Yeah, vice president for 12 years. Now you want to blame just us. Yeah, government is continuing with it. It's brought down to the 77 pay code that is in law, but it's not being effectuated. There's a pay code that the country should go by. Why isn't the legislature following our pay code? And that's what the advocates and the press people, we need to start finding ways that we can establish a referendum to stop those legislators from making their own salary. That's how that's
hold on, did you call them legislators?
Yeah, man.
That's a right.
All right, thank you so much. I just caught that word because I knew exactly that's not what she meant to say. That's not the right word.
Looters from the legislature, the legislators. We're going to coin us that terminology.
Then people talking about people in America know how we respect our service men and women here. Then they can back those things. Nurses, imagine nurses, graduates from nursing school, they are made to volunteer in the hospital for 2 years before they can start getting paid. It is a normal thing. They will wonder why the nurses didn't sell the drugs. Teachers, they won't worry why our children, they can pick up the basic A's and R and things there. They're confused with first person R and A-R-E. When all the money in the country going to this 100 and something legislators, then we something, how can we stop it? That's our problem. Thank you, man.
Wow. Thank you so much. And thank you for introducing new phrase here, legislators. Yeah. And I think Mon loving it. Mon is loving that particular.
Yeah, I love that terminology. We're going to coin that term here and get a patent right to it.
That terminology, I think that terminology will make it. You know, I caught it because I knew exactly. I mean, that was not the right word, but
yeah.
But she said, and she said it, easily, like it says she's talking normal thing. These legislators. All right, let's get to the line here. 203 number, last 4 digit 9037. What is your name and where are you calling from? Hello? 203 number, last 4 digit 9037. One more time, I will switch to the next person. 202, last 4 digit 9037. All right, that person is not available, but they're on hold. Yeah, he had been here on hold forever. For 8 minutes, they've been on hold. 248 number, last 4 digit 4504. Are you there? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing great.
What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Vafi Kava. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome, Vafi.
Yeah, Stephen, what's on my mind is that I heard Musa Ability on another network talking about the immigration, not the immigration bill that he has put together. And I have a problem with that immigration bill. And yes, I hope that you guys can communicate it to him because I understand that he's going to be on your platform on Saturday.
Yeah, Musa Ability will be here on Saturday. So yeah, you can have any question you have. Be ready. You have the opportunity to ask him. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah. One of my main thing is I like most of the things he have in that bill, but the non-Negro aspect of that bill, where that's why I want a clarification for him. If he is saying that white people, Indian, all national, all ethnic group are allowed to have the same rights as poor Liberian in Liberia, whether they buy land, buy property, own whatever they want. I really want to get just to action. We need to go deep into his bill, not just the surface. He's saying a lot of good stuff right now that makes sense to a lot of us, but I will be listening to really know what's in that bill, because I hope he is not
going to shops, anything in that bill that would deprive our poor people. Because here's the thing, so let me go to it quick. My main challenge is that if we, and a lot of people say, oh, you come to America, I'm a U.S. citizen. You come to America, you get a right to be citizen, blah, blah, blah. But one thing we forget to know that we cannot equate Liberia with U.S. U.S. is a different apple. Liberia, our people are poor. Just what, let me give you one historical fact about the Chinese. Yes, what the Chinese are doing, a lot of you guys are flipping on these things here. The Chinese government are overpopulated. And what they are doing, if you go South Africa, you go Mozambique, you go other countries, what they're doing is sending the excess criminals to all the African countries. Let's say, for example, if the Chinese government come to Liberia and say, look, you know what? We're going to build one soccer stadium. It's going to cost you $100 million. We're going to pay for everything. You know what they do? They take the excess criminals from the prison. They send them to Liberia just because now they are giving us $100 million to build that stadium. They will send the citizens to Liberia to do wheelbarrow, to be taking sand, water, doing jobs that we can do. And then they will economically, they will give them money so that they can stay in Liberia. And when they stay in Liberia, now these people, they are told in China, go read, y'all go Google about Dr. Omar Johnson. He did a study in China. This is what these people are doing. They will come to Liberia and they will go up, they will go in, let's say for example, they will go to Nima County or Grand Bassa, they will go settle there. And when they settle, now you see them building their own schools. They're building it. In fact, some African countries, you get Chinese people in the government of some of the African countries. And we got to be very careful. Mozambique got to be very careful while drafting that bill to say that everybody should have the same rights as every Liberian. He need to watch.
When they say the same right, does that include being president and other things?
No. I listened to him. He said you have every right as any Liberian in Liberia. That's the word he used.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, right?
Yeah, that's what he said. It don't matter whether you white, you Chinese, you Puerto Rican, you Lebanese. That's what he said. So we need to. I think.
Well, when the chairman comes here, we will definitely ask that question.
And I will be listening to really get a clarification from him. And the other thing, I know all of you guys, one quick thing, all of you guys are going to get mad at me. I do not endorse the fact that we Liberians from the diaspora or diaspora Liberians should go to Liberia. Now, at this time, the stage of where Liberia is right now, for us to have the same rights, equal rights as the people who live in Liberia. I don't believe that. And here's the reason why. The reason why I'm saying that is because we have been blessed to come to the diaspora. We have opportunities to do many different things. But yeah, as a group, we in the diaspora as a group, we have done nothing in our country. Now, individually, we all have done great. We go there. I got a lot of friends that own businesses that are doing good in Liberia. But as a group, we don't control anything in our country. So what have we done for our country as a group, for our citizens, for our people in Liberia to support us to have dual citizenship where we can work in the government? Because we cannot. I can tell you. Come on, example. AB Dallas Dillon.
I want you to conclude if you can.
Okay, you know what I will conclude. Dallas Dillon and Ava Topa, you put on the same playing level fee. You say you're go compete for a job in Liberia as a senator. You got people to come interview Dallas Dillon and Ava Topa for a job. Most likely, Ava will win up. We will be more qualified than Dallas Dillon. Because why? Because the opportunity that Ava have had around the world, his work ethics and all that stuff. So the point I'm trying to make is that the playing field is not equal. So why are we looking to go have the same rights as the people in that bill when they pull the living on $1 a day?
So before you conclude, before you go, what is your point when it comes to that not being equal with other Liberians? So you mean that Liberians in Liberia should have more right when it comes to job and other opportunities in Liberia than Liberians in the diaspora? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, right now, until certain things can be put in place.
That's wrong. That is a very wrong ideology. Nobody's going to get mad at you, but that ideology is kind of twisted. I think people should have equal right and equal opportunity for anything, regardless of your social status.
If you're going to tell me, say we should have equal right, equal opportunity, the people in Liberia doesn't have equal right, equal opportunity.
Yeah, but who's responsible for that? That's why we need good leadership.
They don't.
Yeah, that's why we need people.
You have better opportunity. You have better opportunity than them in Liberia.
Yeah, I think the caller is saying that the playing field is not level. When you
Yeah,
come
the
to the
playing field is not level. That's a lack of leadership. That doesn't mean the people here.
Why is it lack of leadership? We the same people. Hey, Sego, we the same people in lack of leadership because what? We are the same people from the diaspora that go to Liberia. All the past 4 presidents, besides Joe, everyone that came from the diaspora, all the lawmakers, today we get Youngly, we get how to call him, Fanatic Kofa, they all are learned people from the diaspora. So we should hold them accountable because they don't want messing things up for all we in the diaspora. They don't want passing bad law. They don't want passing. Look at the law that has experienced what the most ability is. Now he's talking about passing immigration law, including everybody, that anybody can own land. You think that's an equal playing field to the people in Liberia? No, it's not.
I think this is a very good.
That's a sensitive topic for another day.
I think we have to have a special conversation on this. But I personally disagree with you. I think the level playing field should be there, and everybody should be treated equally, regardless of.
It should be there if the Liberia can have 24-hour electricity like us.
Yeah, but we are not responsible for that. That's why we are all yearning to have an actionable leadership that will institute those things.
So the diaspora are responsible in a way, indirectly.
How? How?
Because number one, the economic power we have in the diaspora. The economic power we have in the diaspora, if we were just to come together and do group economics, some of these people who are in power today won't be in power. It's just like the Jewish people. If the Jewish people had decided they came together as a group.
Anyway, my brother, you had a very good time on here, and I really enjoyed some of the things that you said. But I think we have to leave some of these conversations for another day because we're not. Let's do that. But
we'll do a show on this topic. It's a sensitive topic, and it makes some sense.
I really appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, the brother was saying some.
Yeah, some things make sense. We got to revisit.
Some things that he was saying, they make sense, but some of them I disagree.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, because hello. Hey. Okay. Yeah, this person was the person that were on who I called more than 4 times, and then the person came back, and then I'm calling the person back now. They're not answering because the other guy was talking and I couldn't. So like I said, this is a very sensitive topic, and we can discuss this some days, maybe over the weekend or maybe on Monday. We can have a comment. A lot of people will agree, or some people will disagree with him, depending where you find yourself of the of the argument. But I think is a genuine concern that needs to be talked about. But again, I want to say thank you to all of you for supporting SKTV. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the donation, and we hope that everybody. Somebody is calling. We want to go now, though. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Mr. Roberts, I'm calling from Minnesota. Thank you for the show. I just want to contribute to what was said about Honorable Hassan Mustability.
Okay.
I listened to people saying that it's not right. I want to say to those people, I agree with Hassan Mustability that all Liberians should have equal right, because it is happening in Liberia, right? I think the hypocrisy that is taking place is what caused our country problem. There are people who are American citizens, who are working in Liberian government, who have become president of Liberia, You understand me? So to come here and say only the people in Liberia should have that right, you understand me? I don't think that's taking Liberia anyway. But where we all should have that right, because in order for our country to move forward, we all must have that equal right. Because it's taking place right now. The only thing here is that they say one thing and they're doing something different. So if they are there working, they are there benefiting, you understand, right? And they got a law that says you cannot, you understand, right? And then when you ask them and say, where is the proof? It better we scratch those things away and we all come together, we all work together to move our country forward. So those who say those things, I don't think they really understand exactly what Musa Hassan is talking about. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate it. So yes, well, you know, he's looking at it differently. I'd like to take this caller again. Hello? Hello, caller?
Yes.
Man, how will you call and then you leave the line open and then we call you over and over and over and then you keep calling and when we're talking?
I was on the line, the line went dead, so I told you, so I called back when you get.
All right, go ahead. What is your name and where you coming from?
Anyway, so this is Sherika, from the Sherika Show. So this
Your name is?
I heard you guys.
You say your name is?
Shelton from the Sherika Show.
Oh, Shelton. Okay, my brother, go ahead.
Yeah. So this the I heard you guys discussing Prince Johnson recruiting people to be his bodyguard and stuff like that. I think Joseph Boakai being the president of Liberia, he sees some Dibala in chief, because we saw it when he was in the CPP and CCP disintegrated and stuff went together. This man, if you watch the video on the day of the Armed Forces Day, when the Armed Forces celebration was canceled, he had this man going to his house. Joshua Blythe went to his house with men that they consider ex-general. And they call themselves the Rescue Defense Force.
Really?
And yes, I can send the video to you so you can watch it. And they were all around the house. And then they I don't know what the EU, how do you call it, ERU or whatever.
EPS?
I was there. So they said they should sit under the tree. And the president was going to see them. And actually he called and got a message. The president said, I know you guys. It's in the video. He is saying it for about everybody. So my thing is, if you can encourage these people to form a group, what do you think Prince Johnson is going to do? Well, all that is on. The army today has a big problem in there where even the president will say that they're gonna investigate people that did heinous crime in the army or did bad things in the army that were taken out of the army, they were brought back into the army. You think he's doing it because of really they were brought back in the army? It was because of what happened February 12th. So they are saying that they're investigating because they feel that some army people influence their wives to go on the street. And so if you start witch hunting, that's the wrong place to go. So all these people got to start having their small faction group here. Our country is done. Because if Butt Naked got his own group protecting Joseph Boakai, he doesn't got on a security group, because Prince Johnson my own life now said, because he and Joseph Boakai ran out of beefy small. And then they come back on the have this enough peace. And then what's going to happen in the country? Law and order going to break down.
Yeah.
Prophet Key was in jail right now.
Oh, Prophet Key in jail?
Yes, he was arrested.
For what?
Because when they sued him, the country ambassador Judy Andy. And today he appeared at the Senate court. They sent him to jail. So I mean,
I thought it was a civil lawsuit.
Well, I don't know.
But Key is not in jail. They say he was built up from what he didn't even go to jail 1 year.
He sent him to jail because they get rid of you. They sent him to jail because they get rid of you. Munafa did a video. She was dancing with what name of Judy Andy was dancing. And then I followed the case. I think DTTV. He went to jail.
But yeah, somebody said the bill in out.
Oh, okay, the bill but appearing in court, and a lot of people want to sue him and all that. But the country is at this early stage, the early stage of this government. The country is experiencing so much chaos, dysfunction, and all that kind of stuff. I think it's about time that Joseph Boakai rethink the strategy.
This thing I read that guy, man. Let it leave me, man. I said they shouldn't arrest that guy. Let them leave the guy. You know, they're the same people that are encouraging the man to behave the way he behaves. So they shouldn't be arresting. Whether they want to give him job or not, that one is on them. But they shouldn't arrest him. They shouldn't arrest anybody. Let people be free
But
to.
that case was pending. That case was pending before President Bouakai came into office. She sued him.
Yeah.
Joshua was in power.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So there's the same people that are condone those things. But anyway, thank you, my brother. Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Call up. What is your name and where you calling from? Okay, that person, we lost that person. I think we have to leave within the next few minutes. Let me say this. Some of my friends came here and say I look like a Sudanese president. Somebody say I look like a Goodluck Jonathan. Somebody say I look like a President Joseph Nima Boakai, the way I dress today. All because of the hat. Thank God you're comparing me with President now. You're not comparing me with other people there. So maybe I need to buy more. But I got plenty of these hats anyway. I got 3 or 4 different colors of these hats. Yes, so caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 254 number.
Oh, my name is Josephine. I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
Josephine from Dallas. Welcome to SKTV. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm kind of driving. I just had a conversation about like people being equal. And for some of us in the diaspora, we understand what it means for you to not be treated the same as any other person that live within the same country, you know? So I don't know why is it that in Liberia we are so specific on people not having equal rights. Liberians think you have more rights over Fulanese or over Guineans. Like, it doesn't even help. What built America today is the way America is open and diverse for everyone. So tomorrow, even something happening, I consider myself as American, I will be there to support them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, everybody will be there. Everybody will invest more. Tomorrow I can buy a house in America because I know I will be treated equally as any other American. So if Liberia is open like that, people will come in Liberia and work and invest there knowing that they will be treated the same way as any other Liberian. We should not be inferior to people based on color. Like, so this Africa is built, it's open, it's diverse. They have white, they have, black people. We have very, that says anything for the same, we're keeping everything in Liberia. Only Liberia should do it, only Liberia should do it. So I don't see anything wrong with that new bill that's going to be passed on, like making everyone have equal rights. We all should have equal rights. Despite where you're from. Once you're living by the law, you are law-abiding, you are not causing trouble, you are bringing resources to the country, there should be equal rights.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That is my own point, yeah. Thank you so much for asking.
And that's a good point. Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate it. So let's go to the line here. Caller 704 number, last 4 digit is 3891. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Sekou, it's Eugenia. I didn't even want to call in, but you just said something that made me mad.
I said something that made you mad?
About y'all face trafficking. What do you mean they shouldn't? What do you mean they shouldn't follow up or shouldn't? They should leave him alone. The lady is suing him for slander based on what he said about her character. She has the right to do so. You don't think so?
No, you know what I feel? I think she has the right, but what I feel, and maybe I hope I'm wrong, I feel like the issue of Prophet Key has some political undertone that they're trying to stop him. They promised this guy that he will have a place in government. They promised this guy that when Joseph Boakai win, and you will also have a place. And the guy, his ambition is to serve as cultural ambassador of Liberia. And now that his side won the election, and instead of telling the guy that your behavior, your attitude, your character does not allow you to serve in certain position, they want to...
They're using the code to deny him. That's it.
government, they want to weaponize the court to deny him. Instead of telling him the truth, they are not doing that. And this, not because George Weah was in power, but this whole idea of being sued was orchestrated by the same Unity Party people that Prophet Key supported, and they are the one behind it. It's not George. It had nothing to do with George Weah government. This is something that they did simply because they want to, limit him. They want to stop the guy ambition. They want to make sure that, you will not have the time to even fight for anything. That's the reason why I said they should leave him alone. If they can't give him the job, they should leave him alone. But when it comes to the lady in question, I will not even waste my time on Prophet Key. I think she should let it go. Prophet Key, somebody who insulted a president for 6 years. He have insulted everybody's mother and their father, including Joseph Walker himself.
Yeah, he called Prophet Key.
Insulted Joseph Walker's mother and his father and Joseph Walker himself. And yet, Joseph Walker embraced him and accepted his support, campaigned for him. In fact, raised funds on his platform for Joseph Walker campaign. So I think that that was the reason. That was the reason why I said they should leave him alone. I believe that everything going on is being masterminded by the Unity Party people, and there's no genuine quest for justice here, or there's nothing about somebody trying to seek justice against Prophet Key, just to limit Prophet Key so that they can't give him the job.
Also, I understand that point. That is true, right? So if Prophet Key got put by the Unity Party, that's on him, and good for him. So you're right. Maybe they orchestrated it for this lady to go ahead and go after him. I understand that part, but it's still very necessary for all the other innocent people that he abused and he cursed. Not everybody's got on his platform and cheered him on. A lot of people were hurt and disgusted by the way he carried himself.
True.
So the audacity for him to even think they could be president on Liberia on any level is disgusting to me. So I'm glad UP played him.
It's even insulting, right? It's even insulting to think of it alone, right? But Unity Party people give rise to that. Prophet Key being around, why is it that he never stomached, he never had the audacity to even say, I want to be a janitor, let alone to be a cultural ambassador? What kind of culture? Is that a culture of Liberia? So
exactly. That's not what Liberia is going to be known for. Going forward, we're trying to rebrand it. Let me go, before you come cuss me. Bye.
No, don't worry about it. It can't cost you. It costs you. That will not do anything to you. Somebody who cursing, the cursing have more to do with the person cursing more than the person they are cursing. I can tell you that. So don't be disturbed.
Thank you for the show, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much, Eugene. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 701 number.
Yeah, this is Teddy Tail Lion Yankun, Fargo, North Dakota.
Teddy Tail Lion Yankun, you said?
Yes, the Teddy Tail Lion Yankun.
I like your name, my man. Go ahead.
My man, I like your name too, my man. Go on, man.
Yeah. So we good.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, my brother, the whole Liberton business, when we were talking about President Walker is setting a country of confusion, dictatorship, and he playing games with the Prince Johnson, Jeremiah Cohn, Nimas factors in a way for their own selfishness. They met Prince T. Johnson. He was coerced behind the scene by the same Joseph Walker to make such a decision. And now, as a teenager, he accepted his resignation quickly like that. That shows that he had a material motive to go back. The police, Mr. Koopman, did not make any attempt to let's befriend the ladies. They desecrate our law, desecrate the land in a way that they ought to not carry on the celebration with armed forces. The actions, some of they went behind the step against, boundaries. The police should have taken some sort of action to restrict every citizen if you break the law, if you go against your will somehow. But Prince Johnson factors when he said that he was trying to go to Nima all these things, they were knew that something in the problem not issue of it.
Yeah.
However, I can tell you that alliances in great countries that even led to World War II. When you betray your ally, you can be punished. Even to war, because of war against you, they can fight you. So the aftermath of broken alliances, it's not good for the country.
My man, that kind of alliance you're talking about right now, those are alliances that are, that are actually documented and signed. Do you know, or do you have any documentation that says there was an alliance or any kind of coalition or collaboration documented between Joseph Numa Boakai Unity Party and anybody? Do you have any information on that?
Yeah, literally, people will see it that way, and the Liberian exception, But I agree with you. So long as it was not very documented or how serious.
Well, whatever is not written, it didn't happen.
Yeah, but they will not see it that way. They will see it another way too, and they'll get support for that within that process.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much. I understand your point.
Yeah, but let me just.
Okay, conclude, please. I got all colors waiting.
As a supporter of CDC, a supporter of President Weah, it's not. I don't like when you guys make every little mistake the party is making now. You guys say, how that's how CDC. It's not just how CDC or doing. Let's call it fair. You guys should applaud CDC for some reason. The strong criticism you made against President Weah, one of your major panelists on there, Mr. Monk, you have made against President Weah, innocent President Weah will not worth anything. And I want to support the power. I will stop there. Thank you, guys. Thanks very much. Yes.
All right. Let's get to this caller here. I don't even understand the last part. I just heard one name, but I don't understand the other part of it. But it's okay. Maybe Mom got it. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 217 number.
Hey, Circle, how are you? This is Romelia.
Your person sound like a Romelia. How are you, my sister? Long time.
Yeah.
You probably want to be watching on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm home today, so I'm going to call you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's been a minute. How are you?
Yeah. But anyway, the topic the bill that was introduced by Musa Ability is a very good bill. I'm happy about the bill.
Okay.
But the only thing about the bill, like what our guys trying to say, I think the reason why people are afraid concerning about equal, I think the equal rights something is all about the land issue. Right now in Liberia, our poor market women and people who selling color on the roadside, they can afford to live money and go buy land. You know what I mean? Most African countries, people can buy land. Compared to Liberia, our poor people able to go purchase land. Our little boys and we borrow boys and want to put money together and go buy land. Most African countries, like one time I was talking about one of my friends of my workplace had an acre of land or acre and 2 lot in Liberia. She was like, Romelia, can you afford it? I said yes, and she asked me the amount, and I told her. She was shocked. So these are some of the things that people are afraid of, and they got all right to be afraid of, to have some concern about the land issue, about buying land, and because we don't want in the case that these people not be able to purchase, land and things, that would not be good. And I think that's one of the main reasons why people are concerned about it. And for me, I would not say because that's really according to our constitution, any black person can come there. Once you marry to a Liberian, you have the right. The only serious part in our law, from what I see, is about white, about white and other, people from Europe and what I do. So I think that's one of the things people that's a concerning situation too, because we don't want to have a country that people who working every day in the market and not able to purchase land because open nothing to big business. White people, guess what? They start buying. But we not want to sell in the law. We not want to sell land to Liberians because the amount they'll be falling for Liberians will not be able to afford those land. So I understand the reason why some of our people are concerned about those kind of things. I think myself here, that's one of my concerns. Because like people come to America here, they can work and go back home. If you want to buy, you know, like a piece of land and see they can afford it. But if you open it to, you know, Europeans and all of them start coming over there, hey, I mean, it's going to be difficult for people like some of us to get in Liberia. So that's my only concern. So I think for me, it should stay as it is. When you have a Liberian wife, you marry a Liberian. As a European, you marry, you know, you got children in Liberia. It's a different thing. You're free to do what you want to do. But nowadays, you can't just come from how you know, come a different when you can't say, oh, you want, you know, because that is child, it will be child violent, and it's going to be tougher for some of, even we that are living in America, it's going to be tougher for us.
All right, my sister, thank you so much.
Okay.
Mike,
what's up, bro?
Mike Kadami, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, though.
You're live on SKTV.
Yeah, I got a reliable source that Joseph Boakai trip to Ghana. It was for him to meet with the AFL or the new appointed bosses. He just appointed. They went to Ghana to go have a meeting.
Okay.
That's why you see the meeting going to Ghana is been very hardcore. Nobody can get any different intel. At Ghana, he went to meet with them.
Well,
somebody just gave me a story from this person from very close to them.
Okay.
And you know that Raul, right? Because
you know you're live on the show, right?
Huh?
You know you're live on the show, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that I'm live.
I said you are live on SKTV when you call.
Huh?
I said you were live on the show when you call.
Oh, okay. I didn't get it. Yeah, but that's it. That's the information that I just got.
Okay.
Yeah, the president going to Ghana was to meet with the newly appointed AFL. It was a very high core security meeting. That's why they left the country without any information for the security on ground. Even the AFL at the airport, they never wanted them to even interface with other people who were around. That's why they kept everybody away. It was not for any other different reason. That's it. And
all right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but we'll talk off air.
Okay, no problem. So, you know, we are getting a lot of different information, but we know Joseph Boakai, there could be other issue, other reasons. But Joseph Boakai traveling to Ghana, it was the normal routine that has been going on for the past 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Is concerning his health. Maybe they could take advantage of traveling to do other stuff. But we know very well that it has something to do with health. 100% surety. We know that. We are not disputing the fact of the possibility of having to do other stuff there, but we know very well it was health related. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 6494. You the last caller, then we'll call it a day.
Yeah, hi. Hello. Hi, T.
T, how are you?
Well, I missed a little bit of portion of the situation with the land issue or the stability. Could you give me a little bit because there's something I wanted to say, but then I forgot. Could you refresh me?
We are having open mic and people coming up to say what's on their mind. So somebody brought up about a bill written or sponsored by Representative Musa Belete that has to do with citizenship and people's right. So, and somebody mentioned that he said everybody who is citizen should have equal right, equal opportunity, and
we the citizens of Liberia, all the citizens of Liberia.
All citizens in Liberia, including those who will be naturalized citizens, according to the information. Okay. But since we are having Musa Belete here this coming weekend, I don't personally want to dive into most of those things right now. I want to make sure we talk to Musability directly so he can be here to clarify some of these concerns.
Circle, there's a thing. There was a caller that came before the lady. There was a documentary. I don't know. Even in all the African countries, even in the Caribbean countries, Chinese people going over and see where they can find opportunity and make it their home. So our constitution says the Liberian people should be the first to own land, and there shouldn't be no outsider, which I think that was some of the part of the constitution. They think we are all land. We Liberians have left the country. Why I'm saying all the time these people are getting power is a problem for them to open the door to say, you know what, all Liberians are left. Okay, come here, get us develop our country. It's a problem for somebody to make that statement. Why is it so threatened by people who left to come home and see what we can build our country? Because we all over the world, we able to build our country. Ever. If you go to China, just not a visit, simply you can't even live in China without paper. They won't see you done. And you don't own nothing in other people's country. Only like where you as anything. My thing is, let these people just about that like the other caller say, you got 40 years or 42 years, they're all of them be in power. Make it known to Liberians, say all Liberians are left. Okay, be the first to say, you're coming home. Okay? There's some of us and most people are not only a lot who want to come home, build our country and develop our country and create jobs for people. Why everything we got to beg? Why everything we got to take in out?
Thank you.
Why do we leave? Okay? So these are things we say, well, most of them say, hopefully I will not make the show so we can ask these questions. And we who the Liberians that left the country that all over the world, we need to put together and stand up. Because our country failing right in front of us. Thank you.
Thank you. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? 443. Last 4 digit is 3356.
Yeah, Brother Sekou, how are you? This is Prince Sharif. How are you, sir?
Prince Sharif, how you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I am grateful. Thank you.
It's been a minute, man. You're one of those people who used to be on SKTV who used to have a cell phone. What happened? Why are you missing the action?
Yeah, no, we are around. It's just that, sometimes when the hustle becomes so tense, the activities, to some extent, you have to, cut down on some of the schedules. But I'm doing okay, and thank you so much for everything. We are following, we are stakeholder in this particular company, and, called the SKD and stuff like that. But I want to thank you, the level of improvement, and every other thing, and the way you are, widening your scope in Liberia and the rest of the world. I want to say thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I also want to say thanks to my brother Mose for the great analysis.
Of course.
My brother Sekou, there are two things quickly that I want to talk about.
Go ahead.
The first thing has to do with the gross disrespect that was shown to our men in arms by the President of the Republic of Liberia, Joseph Numa Boyka. What happened these few days have never, ever happened in the history of Liberia, even under the most dictatorial recent president that you may say he is. That is, maybe you would say, let me just say the most dictatorial president you can ever think about. It never happened under his regime. To see the president of the Republic of Liberia terming that particular great day as a low-key celebration, my brother Sekou, that was the greatest disrespect to people who served their nation tirelessly. Remember, Liberia had a mission in Mali. And if you are aware, I'm very sure, this year they finally concluded that particular mission after successfully serving in Mali. This year they concluded that mission. And the armed forces of Liberia did exceptionally well in Mali. In fact, they were even recognized by the United Nations for their excellent, performance while on foreign mission. Now, people expected that this particular year, Armed Forces Day was going to be a day that the government was going to recognize the effort of these people openly in front of the 5-point-something million people in front of the whole world, to explain their excellent performance, to also give them the necessary merit that they deserve, you know, after risking their lives and serving in foreign mission. Unfortunately, thinking that these people were going to be highly celebrated by Liberians and the world in general, only for the president to come up and cancel this entire day. And it was canceled intentionally, because the issue, if you listen to his speech, the issue that they want to claim was the reason why it wasn't celebrated. It was, you know, taken to him ahead of time. But his refusal to be able to intervene ahead of time led us to this particular disrespect that was shown to the army. The second thing in the speech that actually Liberia should watch out for, and I think it's a very bad sign for all of us that want to see a better Liberia, it is his nature to go after people. Remember, the president said that there were people who are undeserving that were forgiven. I think you're listening to that portion in the speech where he said that there were some, you know, undeserving soldiers that their issue would be looked at again. The president of the republic has what we call this constitutional right for what we call executive clemency. It is within the purview of the president. The president can forgive anybody at any time that commit any crime and restore that person right. That is the right of the president, whether Prince Harry Lekki or Inan Lekki, whoever Lekki or then Lekki, that is enshrined in the Constitution. Now, for the president taking over to put in his speech that those soldiers that you know were forgiving, and they will open a bowl of inquiry and stuff like that, and even claim them as being he used the word or I think but basically what he did was that he already judged them before even, you know, calling for you know, an investigation, because he said they were disrespectful, I think refusing, he used the word. But he already, you know, passed judgment on them before saying that they will open the case.
So hold on. Let me just understand something real quick.
Yes, sir.
From what I'm hearing,
yes, sir,
those soldiers that you talking about that were referenced by the president, were those soldiers forgiven somehow? Were there a clemency, executive clemency, or pardon by President Weah?
No, the thing is, when the incident happened, there was a board of inquiry that was set up by the president. There was a board of inquiry that was set up.
Which president? President Weah?
No, but both the army, you know, through his intervention.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did you speaking something that happened under President Weah, correct?
Yes, exactly. So yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So it's like the board of inquiry, you know, was open, and then these soldiers went through investigation. And from all indication, it was, you know, proving that indeed, you know, they were not really in the wrong. It was not something warrant their dismissal from the military. It wasn't. Probably, you know, they just should have been reprimanded, maybe, you know, 1 or 2 days in jail of X, Y, Z, and Z. So based on that issue, when it was investigated by a high power delegation, both from, you know, the civil service, the civil society, the military, and et cetera, when they look into the matter, they saw that, you know, the action taken by the then chief of staff, you know, it was that should have been the last option. It didn't reach to that extent. So based on that, they were reinstated. They were forgiven and reinstated in the army, because it happened all over, even here in the United States of America. There are times where issues happen when people are illegally, or somebody would say, you know, unconstitutionally, you know, disrobed. You can challenge it, and then you can be reinstated. It can happen all over the world. So that happened under the leadership of His Excellency, former President Dr. St. George Manneh Weah. It happened under his leadership. So these people, they were reinstated. They went through all of the investigation. So for the president now to come and say that those, you know, who are showing disrespect, in fact, you know, he used the word, basically, he already indicted them before even saying that they will constitute a bowl for them to go there and listen. I think it is a bad sign. I think it's a bad sign. So it means that the president is saying now, any president that comes, if there is any other president that maybe use his executive power and decide to, pardon people, that they must start running after them. And that speech alone shows that there's going to be a serious witch hunt under the leadership of Joseph Numa Poeka. Because if you can start going to that extent of the executive clemency, which has never happened, as far as I'm concerned, it has never happened ever. I'm still doing my research. Maybe before I go on air this evening, I will see it. But I'm still searching to see which one the president that grant an executive clemency to anybody in the Republic of Liberia, and the next president,
yeah, but you just said. Actually, that was the question. That is the point I was trying to get at. Whether or not these people were given executive clemency or they were pardoned by the former president George Weah, and then Joseph Boakai want to come and undo that. So that was the question, and you said no.
Yeah, like I said, there was a board of inquiry that was set up. I need to call my source there, but there was a board. What I know is that there was a board of inquiry that was set up. An investigation was conducted, and these people, they were basically, forgiving. They were basically forgiving by the president. Let's just say by the president, because according to the speech of Joseph Numa Poeka, he said those that were forgiving, or those that were pardoned. Yeah.
All right, no problem. Thank you for bringing this to light. We will also dig deeper. We will get to the Regency Authority to get more information, and we will talk about it here.
Definitely. And before I leave the land quickly, the last issue has to do with this issue of land.
Briefly, because we got to leave. A lot of people calling.
My brother Sekou, anybody who decide to not pursue justice whenever somebody try to maybe take a land from you or behave in an illegal way are the people who encouraging injustice in the society. There are two ways that you can seek justice. The first way is by the legal means. The second way is by consulting the ancestors, which I know will never fail you. Anybody who somebody think no, then it means that you want to continue supporting injustice. And you sell your land to somebody, you turn around after taking a person money, then you want to sell it to another person. The court is there. If you can go to the court, I will advise anybody, look, your ancestors was in power and they were existing before court and any other thing. Consult the ancestors. Go there and consult them. That nobody will not be.
You mean the elders or the ancestors?
I'm sorry?
You mean the elders or the ancestors? Because when you say ancestor, that means.
No, I'm not even talking about elder, brother. We got our own African traditional religion.
Yeah, but the ancestors, the people, you mean the people that already passed? Or the people that or the one that are still alive?
I mean, go consult the African tradition. Let me put it that way now. Go consult the African tradition. If you think you can go to court, I would encourage you. If somebody want to do by all your living, you can go to court. Go consult the African tradition and religion and explain to them what happened. You will intervene.
All right.
I've seen it before. In Liberia, I've seen it. Like, for example, in Lockington, there is a place called Little West Chapel. There is a land there up to today, as I speak to you, nobody on that land there. Because they treated a woman in a very
because I my understanding of this whole consulting the ancestors, I'm kind of reading it through two different lenses here. First one is like you're telling us to go and consult people who are dead, and that
that's not ritualistic.
or the second reading of it is that instead of you can go through the court means of court, you can go through ritual means like medicine means for your case.
My brother, we should not buy into the well-meant disrespect of our tradition and religion.
Okay.
We have our own way of settling issue. And somebody will say ritualistic. And not ritualistic down there. It's basically consulting the ancestors.
No, brother, I don't know how you can talk to a dead person without being ritualistic.
I don't know.
Before the code was established.
All right. No problem, please. My man, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I don't know how you consult dead people on land.
Hello, caller. What is your name? Where you calling from? We're about to leave now.
Hello, Sekou. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Roland Freeman. I call from Columbus, Ohio.
Roland, how are you?
First of all, I want to know how many minutes we have to talk on the show because Secretary, I know
Prince Sherry, no, because we thought it was the last person, but
40 million on the show.
my man, go ahead, talk your own.
So I want to speak about this issue that is so-called. I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody here, but these issues can make you to use words that you don't want to use to refer to a person.
Okay.
When it comes to Liberia, we must put Liberia first.
Mm-hmm.
No one person loves Liberia than the others.
Okay.
If you choose to put your loyalty through a person, then your country, that's your decision, that's your choice. But when it comes to our country, nobody come on a platform and just say anything they want to say and get away with it. Then, of course, it leaves us with no choice but to describe them in certain ways. The issue that President Boakai handled quite recently versus not celebrating February 11, I think I would take Liberia over February 11 celebration. I don't know if the gentleman listened to the old man's speech. I don't know if he read the speech. Because at no point in that speech that I had before me here that Boakai ever threatened anybody, that he ever sees anybody right, that he ever referred to anybody. Matter of fact, when you listen to the speech, and I really want you to read it so that the young man who just left the mic can hear it.
Which speech are we talking about? The one he read on the on that day, on the Armed Forces Day?
In the cancellation, in the cancellation of the Armed Forces.
All right. For the sake of clarity, I will play.
I want you to really read it.
No. I will play. It's not too long. I will play before we leave.
Thank you. Because Boakai did not say anything of his own. He was quoting the ladies directly what they told him. Okay? He was quoting it directly. And when he saw the wisdom in their quotation, and he said in that letter, he said their paramount demand. And the reason why you saw these ladies sitting over the car, they make stick like one all over in the street, blocking traffic everywhere. And of course, they got intelligent where the AFL, who women were in the street, threatening that if anybody go after them, they will come out there. What do you think would have happened? Will we be celebrating the Armed Forces Day? So do we rather have our country go into chaos because some narrow-minded person think that it was the best way to go and take police and beat them off the street?
I don't think you should do that. Listen. You know, you can make your point. You can, counter the person argument, but I don't want you to insult the other person.
I started initially,
Yeah, you call it, calling somebody narrow-minded as an insult.
Okay, I will take that word back.
Yeah, please. Yeah, take that back so you can continue. Go ahead.
But what we are saying here, Joseph Boakai did the honorable things. He tried to make sure that Liberians from both sides are not hurt. Matter of fact, I have even heard a permanent lawmaker from Nima County who tried to accuse him of being the one who masterminded the lady coming out to protest. What kind of hateful that is that? This old man only trying to make sure that Liberians don't come at each other. So what does February 11 have to do with people came from Mali and all that stuff? It does not matter. What matters is the circumstances on hand at the immediate time. It was very chaotic. I mean, it involved using a very strategic idea to handle it. And that's why he did. I think he did the honorable thing to make sure that even though they put the road to black road everywhere, but it was not right to say, look, let the police go and move them from the street. Because the protest was well planned, Sekou. It was well planned around the entire country. We didn't even know that they were in Bon County, they were in Branches, they were everywhere. How do you think, they would have done that? So let us learn to focus on Liberia and put these, the individual aspect of our life, behind us. I think Boakai did exactly what any other decent president would have done to make sure that there is peace to prevail, for everybody else.
Thank you.
And so, thank you very much for allowing me on the show.
For sure, thank you. And I'm going to play the audio by the president. Then we will record it a day.
Thank you, sir.
So, if you can only come here and just make the case, and make a counter argument and present our side of the story and without being condescending or disrespectful to the other person, that would be great. So we can make this place conducive and comfortable for everybody, so we can come here and have a brotherly and sisterly conversations as Liberians.
Wives, my fellow citizens. On Sunday, February 11, I received an audience from wives of some members of the armed forces of Liberia who had come to express their concerns on several issues. These issues included poor living conditions, high tuition fees for their children, lack of adequate medical care, and low salaries, among others. The women stated their most important demand was the removal of retired General Prince C. Johnson as Minister of Defense. They said their husband had told them that unless General Johnson was removed, there will be.
I'm sorry, I have somebody on hold here. I've forgotten. We'll hear from this person, then we'll just make the president's speech the last thing. I apologize. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is June. I'm calling from Texas.
Your name is Jones?
John.
John? John calling from Texas. Okay, go ahead, John.
I am dumbfounded. I never thought I would be seeing this about this new government. But it seems like everything is in chaos. It seemed like the train crashed before it even took off from the station. And if we're not careful, we're probably going to have a performance that is even worse than what the Weir government was. I think instead of trying to be patronizing, I think the government should focus on appointing people on the basis of merit. And that is not happening, as you can see, with all of the claim of fraud and of credential and things of that nature. So I just wanted to kind of say my say on the state of affairs in the country. I think it's chaotic. I think many people that thought this government may not have been up to it were right. I'm sorry to say that. I even listened to you many times making those type of intimation, but we are in for an extremely tough first 1 or 2 years. If that doesn't happen, we may just elapse back into chaos. That's my 2 cents, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for the call. We appreciate the patient for waiting too long. I apologize for the long wait. Thank you. So we will start where we stop off on the audio. We're not going to go back. We'll just start where we stop.
No Armed Forces Day celebration. We made it clear to the women that the government will look into their grievances regarding all the issues, but that retired General Johnson had been confirmed by the Senate and appointed by me as Minister of Defense. We were hence not prepared to discuss this issue. Meanwhile, we received throughout the day and night information that some of the armed forces wives and their husbands had initiated protest actions across the country by blocking major roadways and highways. Others had engaged in agitations in barracks around the country. In an effort to prevent violence and preserve lives and properties, we ordered the Armed Forces Day celebration for today be reduced to a low-key program. We have since held consultations with our strategic partner, the United States, and other regional stakeholders on the situation. As a true soldier and a patriot, retired General Johnson, of his own volition,
informed us that he would step aside if he were obstacled in order to save the AFL and preserve peace and tranquility in the country. General Johnson accordingly tendered his resignation to me earlier today. I have accepted the resignation and thanked the General for his sacrificial services, loyalty, and commitment to our country. Meanwhile, I have appointed Brigadier General Geraldine George as Acting Minister of National Defense. Fellow citizens, the issue raised by the armed forces wives affect all sectors of our population throughout the country. We inherited these problems as we have been in office for barely 21 days only. The problems take on graver connotations when it comes to the military. The men and women in arms put their lives on line to defend and protect us. We must be extra sensitive to their plight. The Army is our collective national pride, and we must preserve its dignity. I have therefore appointed a special independent investigator to probe into these grievances and report to me within 2 weeks. We have also activated the Board of Inquiry to look into the cases of several soldiers who were discharged from the AFL for various serious crimes, but were said to be undeservedly pardoned and reinstated. We must never tolerate indiscipline and breakdown of order in the armed forces of Liberia. The reconstituted AFL had won the praises and admirations of the entire country for its professionalism and had become a source of national pride for us all. We cannot afford to indulge in anything that would dampen the morale of our soldiers and generate doubt and suspicion. On the other hand, our government will ensure that our military is well looked after. We should always think Liberia, love Liberia, and build it. God bless the works of our hands and save the state.
So, first off, I see some inconsistency in the speech that we did not highlight the last time. But listening to it today, listening to the replay, my understanding is that the president actually acknowledged the work of the armed forces of Liberia, which I think it was a good thing. He even referred to them that as our national pride. That is good. But speaking on the issue of the military wives protest that has been somehow qualified by some as mutinies. Mutiny is something that a revolt or protest by soldiers. For him to say that because we had appointed, I had appointed General Princess Johnson, it was already confirmed. We didn't want to talk about their concern. I think there where the mistake came from. I consider that as a leadership lapses on the part of our president. Because if something that has national security implication comes to you, wherein you are even informing the Liberian people that you have informed the international community, including the United States. That means this was very, very serious issue. When you say you didn't want to talk about it, simply because you have done the appointment and the man has been confirmed. But at the same time, he saw the need to constitute a committee with the intent to undo or pardon, according to himself, with the intent to undo or pardon. I think this speech, we will have to have a whole show again, play it over and over, and digest the key things on there.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's important. And then let me get to I think there's a Prince Sherry calling back to make a statement. I think both of you guys are calling back, but let me get to Prince Sherry and then I will come back. Let me go to Prince Sherry, then I'll come back to the other brother so we can they can close on this particular segment. Prince Sherry, you calling back to ask something?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for playing that speech. Now, as you said, when the president said these people that were undeservingly.
Is it undeservingly pardon? So that I'm taking the president's own statement now, because a pardon can only be done by the president. It means that President Weah have pardoned these people, and he wants to constitute a committee with the intent to undo the pardon that was supposedly done by the president. So this should be a serious concern, and we'll dig deep. We'll talk about this in the coming days.
Reason why when people come to this topic, don't bring your feeling there. Bring sense inside. Yeah, bring sense. And you see, the other aspect that you play, even your president said you were not even willing to listen to the will because
he said we're not willing to listen to because you already appointed the people. Yeah.
Is Prince Johnson working for you or you working for the people as the defense minister? He is working for the people, right? So if the people come with their concern as president, as somebody who you have chosen, what is he supposed to do? Now to say that and say, well, let's sit down and look into this issue. But the old man, the old man is stubborn, and he's stubborn and we get him out of this.
Okay. Let's get to the other brother. I think he has a point to make as well. Hello.
Yes, Sego.
Yeah, what was your name, brother? I forgot your name.
This is Roland from Colombo.
Yeah, Roland, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I knew you wanted to come to get some tell from Rocket Studio. Go ahead.
In our speech that was given, when the president made the junction when he said that, the women's most paramount decision or the desire was to remove the defense minister. If anywhere in our speech, the president said that we were now willing to listen to them, I will donate $200 to this show today. Because I want you guys to understand the English word. At no point President Bouakai ever mentioned anything of that nature in our speech. He said we were willing. So go back and listen to it.
He said that?
Because he said that.
All right, let me go back to that exact place.
Because I want us to get the English word correctly and start misinterpreting what the president said. The president laid out things clearly.
Okay, let's listen to the president. Just 1 second.
Thank you.
Let's listen to that part. And then I know the 200 are going to come to SKTV today.
No. Sego, if you said we're not willing to listen to the women concerned, I will donate $200 to your show. I said it. I'm a man of my word.
My man, you're holding the line. I don't want to cut you. I don't want to take you out. I want you to be on the show while we listen. So let's listen.
On Sunday, February 11, I received an audience from wives of some members of the armed forces of Liberia who had come to express their concerns on several issues. These issues included poor living conditions, high tuition fees for their children, lack of adequate medical care, and low salaries, among others. The women stated their most important demand was the removal of retired General Prince C. Johnson as Minister of Defense. They said their husband had told them that unless General Johnson was removed, there would be no Armed Forces Day celebration. We made it clear to the women that the government will look into their grievances regarding all the issues, but that retired General Johnson had been confirmed by the Senate and appointed by me as Minister of Defense. We were hence not prepared to discuss this issue.
You hear that? We were hence not prepared to discuss this issue. Did you hear that, my brother? Are you there?
I'm here, I'm listening.
So did he hear that part?
Yeah, but he didn't say, he said we were in hands not prepared to discuss the issue.
Yeah.
He didn't say we were not prepared to discuss it.
What did he? No, go ahead and tune all the monitor you're listening to. So.
He said they were not prepared to discuss that part.
Yeah. So that's what you deny. No, that's what you deny. That's what you deny.
I never deny it because the idea is he is saying
my man.
that the president neglected the people
No. My man, you just told us. My man, you just told us if president said that they were not ready to discuss that issue, you pay $200 to it. It's not about the money. No. It's about being honest. About because you came here. Listen. You came here try to act as if to say you understand English better than all of us here. Listen. You understand English better than all of us here. And now. Yeah, but my man, you said if the president ever said that he was not prepared to talk about it, you're gonna pay all $200. If you don't have the money, just to make a beamer, then shame on you. That's what he said. What did he say? Okay. Can you repeat for me? Can you repeat for me exactly what the man said? Can you repeat it? Please repeat it. It was. Come on, man. Stop this, man. This is a shame. This is a shame, my brother. This is a shame.
Johnson was removed.
Listen.
There will be no Armed Forces Day celebration. We made it clear to the women that the government will look into their grievances regarding all the issues, but that retired General Johnson had been confirmed by the Senate and appointed by me as Minister of Defense. We were hence not prepared to discuss this issue.
So, my brother, you have 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds to say something you want to say. The money part, I know that I know you are ashamed now. You got nothing to talk about that. But just go ahead and conclude so we can let it go.
Thank you. The statement before the old man said, hence we were not prepared to discuss. He said we were going to look into the concerns.
In the concern, and then he said what?
Yeah, but because the circumstances between them.
All right, thank you, my man. Thank you, man. Thank you for making yourself shame. Yeah, SKTV, we give you the opportunity to sell yourself, to market yourself. Either you come clean as a reputable person, or you humiliate yourself. Most Liberians will just grab for nothing, big mouth. Come in and behave as if you understand English than the rest of us. Then all Liberians, listen here. It is embarrassing. If a man cannot be honest to himself, and you want us to really take you seriously, you came here to defend Joseph Nima Boakai's speech. We respected you. Nobody put words in your mouth to say, I'll give money. Whether you give money or not give money, people are here to support this platform. But coming to make such a statement, knowing that there's nothing behind it, it's embarrassing. You just embarrass yourself, Mr. Rawling. You didn't have to talk about money. You could just come, maybe I misconstrued, maybe I misunderstood the lines. But play it like we all listen to it. And my understanding is X, Y, and Z. That's what you should have said. But coming to tell us, if the president ever said that they were not prepared to discuss the issue, I was saying you got $200. That's exactly what you said. Shamefully, you try to walk it back without. You could have just said, my man, the money thing, I was just joking. But honestly, I didn't understand it that way the first time I listened to it. It is called integrity. It is called honesty. It is called dignity. I'm ashamed for you for coming here to disgrace yourself in this manner. It's bad. If you were doing it to be on the spotlight for Joseph Boakai to know that you are one of their defenders, you just failed. For even reigniting this conversation, we're going to go back to this. In fact, we will have a special show to play this audio. We will digest it. While we're on the radio, we will also point to the area that really shine light on the president's lapses. First, when the president said, these issues were the concerns of the demands of the women. And he said the women told you in their demand that their husbands, the military people, said that there will be no armed forces day if their concerns or their demands are not met. But yet the president said, even though he knew that, even though he was told that, imagine in a country, military people staying in as much as the Armed Forces Day is the most sacred and one of the most important days in Liberia, that it will not be celebrated if their demands are not met. And you were informed of this days before that particular event. And you said, simply because you have appointed, and this question has been confirmed, that you were not prepared to discuss it. That's why I said there was some inconsistency. From the beginning, he said we told them we'd address their concerns, their grievances. They said, but it means, saying the other mayor is Mr. Englishman, let me educate him a little bit. When Joseph Boakai said, these were their demands, and we told them we were going to address their grievances, and then he said, but it means that we will address their grievances except for this particular part, because he did not enumerate one thing. He enumerated a few things that form part of the demands of the people. So he said we will address all their demands, all their concerns. But the other party here, we're not going to address that simply because I have appointed and it may have been confirmed by the Senate. Because of that, we're not going to talk about that. That is simply what he's saying in simple English. Mr. Know-all, for the most part, those who knows it all knows nothing. Those who pretend to know everything, they know nothing. You got a lot of people here that went to school and they understand English, trust me. But you come here to shame yourself. And my people are saying that you owe us. You got to pay our money. Pay our money. Oh. Let me check the cash app. Hey, you got to pay the money here. Hey, Mr. Englishman, now pay the money here. Mr. Roland Englishman. If you don't pay the money here, we'll talk about you every day for lying to us. Yeah. You did bad thing to yourself. You did bad thing to Joseph Nyimabuake for coming to reunite this conversation that will shine light on the flagrant dereliction of duty by Joseph Nyimabuake. He openly let go his responsibility. Openly. And he came and testified against himself to the public. If anything was to happen that day, it was going to be on President Joseph Nyimabuake. He caused a problem. So the gentleman here who came here, Mr. Englishman, my people don't see him bring their money. Yeah. Should bring the money. If you don't bring the money, every day we'll come here, we'll mention you. Anytime we see some English people, then we'll mention you. Well, yeah, thank you, my people. Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your support. So let's make let's come out with let's make some clarification here. I want to make sure that we the last time we checked, we had about. I want to make sure that I'll give you a final update before we leave, so that way when we come in tomorrow, we know where we are. Hey, the other phone, I was doing the calculation. Yeah, I want to make sure I'll keep you guys up to date on the. So we were left with $2,170. But then after that, while we were talking, somebody else sent $150 to Zelle. Yeah, that person sent it to Zelle. So don't think say I know your stuff. I just want to make sure we are on the same page. So I did not ignore it. I saw it and I look at it. So we managed that 150 from the $2,170. That means we got $2,020 left. So I want to encourage everybody to come through. Whether you're watching the show now, you can watch it later. Make sure you try to contribute to this process. We will keep you posted. We will explain to you what we have and where we are tomorrow. If Mr. Englishman, we're going to give you $200 and they will not be $2,000 no more. We're going to be left with 1,000 plus. Orito, I assign you to tell Mr. Englishman to bring our money, our $200. The man shamefully checking out already. He's gone. Maybe he's watching, laughing right now. Say, hey God, I shame myself. I shame my man. I shame my pa. We got to check that guy background. maybe it's somehow connected to the people that they can say the Shinyama and their partner. I don't know. I won't buy just joking. You will not can call them on me. You will not go call them on me because the guy already finishing himself. Yeah, thank you. Okay, somebody said this is the first time watching us. Okay, thank you for watching us and keep following SKTV. We hope you will share the show and also inform other people that are not following us. Inform them, tell them to follow SKTV. That is a place for all Liberians, regardless of your political persuasion, your country of origin, tribe, or your religious preference. We got no reason to deny anybody. Everybody is welcome here. Yeah, Ashima Ma, Ashima Pa. Roland, Mr. Englishman. Roland, Mr. Englishman. Wait a minute, maybe the guy last name start with D2 though. Yeah, let me bring our money back. I saw, let me ask three people. Gwen and Orito and Ruth Robert Pemba. I saw the three women to go and tell Mr. Englishman to bring our money. You may not bring her, you must bring the money outside. Or let them come here and say, Ashima Ma, Ashima Pa, you're sorry. I ain't got money. I'll just make it be more. Yeah. Because you know what, roof is a roof. Nancy is a firebrand too. Nancy will be added to that list. Your father, man, is a man from Indiana. Let him bring our money. Nancy, you part of A. Ruth, Nancy, Gwen, and Urita. Urita, the commander of that group, to go and make sure you collect that money from that guy. The guy can't hear you want to challenge us. Hey. Anyway, my people, yeah, thank you. We've been here for 3 hours and 36 minutes. We normally don't do these things, but sometimes, it's necessary. Sometimes, it's necessary. Okay. Ruth says she already started. She already tested the guy. Oh, Ruth, thank you. Let the man send that money. When the man send the money, I will let you know. Hold on. Well, hold on. Because somebody said $40. The line is made there. But the person said no need. James, what did he say? Urita and Nancy and Gwen, y'all go tell Mr. Englishman to bring our money. So somebody sent us $40, but the person said we shouldn't call their name. I want to say thank you to that person. So that will leave us to go under the 2,000 because we were left with $2,020. So somebody said $40. That means we are left with $1,980. Yeah, I know my math. So we have $1,180 to raise from today till Friday. Today's Thursday. Oh wow! I said today to Friday. From today to Friday, I thought tomorrow was Thursday. So we got to finish this thing tomorrow, my people. Yeah, let's try our best so we can lose this stuff. Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. Thank you very, very, very much. And now Saros is just here now taking note, or making sure Saros. I think Saros will be the only man that will be assigned on that team because Saros can harass me to do things that for SKTV. So anyway, we can harass that guy to make sure the mayor collaborate, and pay and bring our money back. Saros, you are the only gentleman assigned on that team right now. But Urito is the commander. And Ruth already started. Ruth already tested the guy. So the guy will make sure he bring our money back. Bring back our 200. Liberia. People will follow him, man. Swear to God. But thank you so much, people. We appreciate your time and we'll be here again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Thank you so much. We love you.